hello, what's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up, Alex Mateo, Poke Scrub, Leon Stew, Zelda Zakba, of course, Tababa, Dolph Grimm, Dog, good to see you. Welcome, Strange Man, Ranger Bang, Jables, Big Booties. How is everyone tonight? It is finally time. Explorer Anthology number 2 is here. We are heading to Explore today, and we're playing Nykthos all night. We're playing not Mono Green, of course. We all know what Mono Green does. It's actually pretty boring. It's probably the best deck in the format. We are playing fun versions of Nykthos. We're starting off with what I think is the most fun version of Devotion in all of Explorer, which is Mono Blue Devotion, which just does such cool things. I don't usually win with the deck, but boy do I have fun losing with the deck because it does really sweet things on the way down. So Mono Blue to start off with, that's number 1. We also have number 2, Mono Black Devotion by popular demand. Mono Black has a neat twist too. One of the cool things about Mono Black Devotion is it can tutor up multiple different combos. Mono Green Stumpy, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. So Mono Black, you got Gary, which can just win games. Also have like Underworld Dreams, and Peer into the Abyss, Sheoldred, and Peer into the Abyss, Scourge of the Skyclaves with a leveled up warrior class. So there's all these random combos that we can snag with Wishclaw Talisman, which is also upping our devotion account. Plus Black gives you Thought Seizes and good removal. So I think that's the plan. Mono Blue, maybe possibly Mono Black, and then Mono Blight's like the third option. I don't know if we'll get to Mono White tonight. Mono Red is coming, but not tonight. I think that might be coming for a video. I've been already recording with that one, so that's a plan for tonight. Mono Green Stumpy, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. Said Mono Black is what's in standard. I mean, Mono Black Devotion's a lot different than Mono Black in standard. I know that it's mail rewards. Who got mail rewards? Mono Black, it's a lot different than standard. Like, yes, it's a black deck, but really not many of the cards, or even any of the cards, I don't think, actually exist in standard. So it's pretty unique compared to standard Mono Black. Anyway, hopefully everyone's having fun tonight. Good to see you. So let's do our reminders. Talk about Mono Blue Devotion, the deck that never wins but does some cool things. Jump into some games, and then we can talk. I want to hear your opinions of as we go along about Christmas music. I'm really curious if there's good Christmas music. In general, I do not like Christmas music. I'm getting ahead of myself. We were going to talk about this as we were playing. Chat, do you skip Christmas specials if you're watching a TV show? I have found that if I'm watching a series that does like a Christmas special, I almost always skip that. Is that a common thing, or is that a milk on cereal thing where I'm the oddball that's doing the thing no one else does? I'm doing, hey, what's up, Mr. Zakara? How are things over in the Ukraine? Good to see you. Are there good Christmas specials? Are there good Christmas songs? I know there's some so Christmas songs, I know there's some traditional ones that in the right situation, I guess, can put you in the Christmas spirit or whatever. I don't even know. There's some songs like that. They're not songs that I like, but I can imagine the right context. Okay, I can deal with this song. But I'm trying to wonder if there's is there actually straight up a good Christmas song? Is there anything that you would put on a playlist that's an actual Christmas song, or a tier list? I need a Christmas song tier list. I want to know if there's any S tier, because I'm not sure that there are. I don't even know if there's any A tier Christmas songs. I think for me, they mostly start at B, where it's okay, whatever. I can survive this one. And then there's a bunch of D's and C's. Maybe I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That might be S tier. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I could probably get behind a Dropkick Murphys. That's kind of what I was wondering, if there were good bands that I actually like that also do. Oh, the Peanut song is, yeah, that's kind of a classic. I guess I won't complain about that one. Got to Mythic with Gwenna combo. Ooh, awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, that deck's pretty sweet when it goes off. How did you do it without timing out? That's my concern on Arena. Anyway, reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. Yesterday, we solved the Brothers War. We brought Urza and Mishra together, did some therapy. They love each other now. Crisis averted. On against odds. So if you want to see Mishra and Urza in the same deck, with a bunch of random brother memes. Hey, it was a pretty sweet episode, so check that out on the YouTube. Tomorrow, we are playing Awake in the Woods. Again, But the twist is, we're playing Awake in the Woods in Modern. How many Dryad Arbors does it actually take to win in a Modern League? That is our challenge for tomorrow. Mr. Peaches, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Otherwise, our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can come over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. If you get a free goldfish sticker, just let them know you want one in your order notes. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel, and the site donations. Always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. And those are the reminders. Good King Wenceslas. Then I remember learning that on piano when I took piano lessons. that was like first year piano lesson song. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, I'm never going to forget that. Mother Frogger, 6 months. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Gonna try some budget Boros Auras in Pioneer. That sounds sweet. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoop chair for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No new Teferi. Okay, so let's talk about this deck, and then we talk about Christmas music as we go along. So this deck, initially it had new Teferi in it. But I decided that Defiler of Dreams was just like even sweeter and better in... Stall for time. Even sweeter and better in this deck. So the idea of this deck, this deck when it goes off, it's so sweet. I don't know what's wrong with it. If you got suggestions, let me know. Like, how can we do sweet things and also win with this deck? That would be the dream. That we also win on occasion. Right now, we're in the do sweet things, but usually don't win mode. So here's the idea of this deck. We're Mana Blue Devotion. We have Nykthos. Nykthos, the busted new addition to Arena. It just makes a ridiculous amount of mana. Taps to make mana equal to our devotion to blue. If you notice looking at our deck, we got a lot of blue mana symbols. We got 3 double blue 2-drops. We got Gadwick, a triple blue 3-drop. We got Leyline of Anticipation, Defiler of Dreams. So it's pretty easy for us to be making 10 mana with Nykthos, 20 mana with Nykthos. The cool part about this deck is it's kind of a flash deck, but it's not what you would think of as a flash deck. When I think of a flash deck, I think of like a bunch of counter spells and trying to do like the tempo-y control thing. We are playing a flash deck for a couple of reasons. One is Leylines work really good with Nykthos. They're free mana symbols. So we want to play a Leyline of Anticipation, which gives all of our stuff flash, also gives us mana symbols. It also synergizes really well with Academy Lore Master. Academy Lore Master lets you draw an extra card each turn. It has 2 blue mana symbols. It has decent stats. The downside is if you draw a card with it, your spells during your turn cost 2 more, which is a big tax, but we don't care. If we have Leyline, we can do this every single turn, draw an extra card every single turn, because we can just cast all of our stuff during our opponent's turn anyway. So the idea of this deck is we're hopefully getting in a position where we can get down some Lore Masters to draw cards, eventually get to Defiler of Dreams, which is ridiculous in this deck, because it makes our stuff cheaper and it draws us cards as we cast blue permanents, and our deck is overflowing with blue permanents. So we draw a ton of cards, we cast huge Gadwigs, we draw a ton more cards. Eventually we win either just by copying Defiler a bunch of times with Glasspool Mimic and eventually just drawing through our deck and beating our opponent down, or we can win with Thassa's Oracle the fair way. No cheating here, no demonic consultations, any of those shenanigans. Just literally like draw so many cards and put so many blue. The way that Thassa's Oracle was intended to be played. Just put a bunch of blue things on the battlefield, draw a bunch of cards, and maybe actually end up winning the game with it. So that is the plan of the deck. Error! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey Seth, I got a deck that works like your Orzhov Persist deck from years ago, but for historic, mind if I post a link? I would love to see it because I actually been working on something similar. There's what's the name of the card? Thran Vigil? Thran Vigil is a new, actually really good combo piece for a Persist combo. When I first read it, I wasn't sure that it worked the way I wanted it to, but I actually tested it and it does work, and I think there's some potential there. The Dropkick song is called The Season Is Upon Us. I will have to look it up. Hey, what's up, Corliss? How are you? So anyway, that's Blue Devotion. So here's the thing. What happens, well, let's just play some games and you'll see what happens with the deck. What tends to happen is we have a really big turn and we like make 20 mana, draw a ton of cards, do this huge thing, and then our opponent like wraths or kills us on the backswing. I'm almost wondering if Hullbreak Core should just be in the main deck. I think Hullbreak Core could be a pretty sweet finisher. It's really expensive, but we do make a lot of mana. We can flash it in and then just cast a bunch of stuff and bounce all of our opponent's stuff. So maybe that's where we're heading with this deck. If you got other ideas about what we should do to improve this deck, definitely let me know about that in the comments. Well, let's play some games with Mana Blue Devotion and go from there. We'll see how it goes. Sure. I got an arena question. As a freemium player, I've got some good decks for Historic and Explorer. I got some good decks for Historic and Explorer, but they are mostly Rakdos. I'm struggling to find a new deck to play. Seems like all the decks are either degenerate combos, life gain, or elf ball. Maybe you can recommend some fun decks that are actually good. Ooh. So what style do you like playing, Mr. Zakara? What is your favorite? All right, mono blue. Here we go. Yeah, Triskaidekaphile, the 13 cards in hand could be a fine finisher. Ooh, Ashiok's Eraser seems decent. Yeah, more removal could be helpful. Right now, our removal is mostly bounce, like Brazen Borrower, Merfolk Trickster type stuff. Quirt up! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. I mean, a bunch of blue mana symbols, Nykthos and card draw. We'll accept that. Do you plan on a holiday stream? I remember some fun ones in the past. I think so. I haven't really thought through the details of it yet. But it would probably be next Thursday, like the last stream before the holiday. Also, the weekend after that, the weekend between Christmas and New Year's. Not sure what the stream schedule is going to be like. Everyone's traveling and doing holiday stuff, so might miss some streams during that week. We will see. And we'll take a Trickster. Opponent's Rakdosing. I do still have the Santa costume, although the hat's just way too small. I need a bigger Santa hat. My head's too big. That's one of the curses of being me. My head is just not built for hats. Very, very rare that I find a hat that actually fits. And let's play another Thassa's Oracle. Keep running them out. You know what? Let's say Trickster. That's fine. One of the cool tricks of this deck, Glasspool Mimic, is really good. Glasspool copying Thassa's Oracle is actually a pretty effective way to find Nykthos if you just keep digging and digging. Bone Crush a Giant. Has anyone found a way to make Eldrazi work in Explorer? So I know Krim has an Eldrazi deck coming up. I don't know if he actually made it work, but that was the first video he recorded with the new cards was Eldrazi, so that should be coming up in a couple of days on the YouTube. Opponent, chill with the fatal pushes. Well, let's do some tricking. Tap the Bone Crusher. Lose the Oracle. More importantly, lose mana symbols that we actually wanted. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, there goes the Gadwick. That's unfortunate. Hi. Opponent playing the control game over there. I mean, they got to take Gadwick, right? If they don't take Gadwick, we're very happy. They do take Gadwick. Opponent passes. Ooh, Defiler of Dreams. You know what? Let's run that out. Let's run that out and trust that it lives. If it lives, it's super good because it's going to start drawing its cards. Opponent. With the new anthology, how close do you think Explorer is to Pioneer? It really depends on your definition of Pioneer, I think. If your definition of Pioneer is be able to play the pretty much complete version of all the top tier decks, not that far. If your definition is... Ooh. All right. If your definition is be able to play literally everything, still a kind of long-ish way. Well, hit you with a Defiler. Everything has flash, so let's pass, see what our opponent does. Start flashing things in. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to try Cardboard Live, hang on. All right, go to combat. Let's wait till after this game. Trickster, full price, draw a card. Ooh, Spectral Sailor. Okay, that's a good one. Tap a Bone Crusher Giant. Spectral Sailor for free, thanks to Defiler of Dreams. This is where, oh my god, another Nykthos. If we can hit some card draw here, opponent goes to combat. Variant, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you, thank you. Yeah, we'll go to 8. That's fine-ish. Not good, but fine. We will accept it. Opponent. Fable of the Meow Breaker. Wencube with a gift sub to Oskis Kane, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup chair for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's why Stale's in the deck, because it's a pretty good source of card draw once we get Nykthos going. Boom. Spectral Sailor. Draw Spectral Sailor. Flash in Spectral Sailor. Ooh, Lore Master. Flash in. Oh wait, that doesn't. Yeah, we don't have a Layla. Ooh. Okay, that changes things a bit. How low do we go? How low do we go? Okay. Do we need to worry about getting burnt out here? This is where the deck can do sweet things. Okay. When was the last time I shaved my beard? I trim it every once in a while, but it's been a long time. Okay, this should be a sweet turn. We are going to give our opponent a card. They don't have burn, right? We don't have to worry about them burning us. You know what? All right. Lore Master down to 4. Draw a card. Kind of generates mana because of Nykthos. Make Nykthos mana. Gadwick. X3. Draw some cards. Nykthos. New one. Keep it. Make some mana. Witness Protection. The Gobbo. And Spectral Sailor. Draw a card. And oh, another Nykthos for next turn. Well, Defiler Dreams. I guess we should have played Defiler earlier. I was trying to see what we would draw into, but Defiler Dreams. Tap your Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Draw some cards. Witness Protection. Stop your Gobbo. Draw 2 cards. The deck just does such cool things when it goes off. Ooh, Trickster. Well, Brazen Borrower. Bounce the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Trickster. Draw some cards. Like that was a turn. Yeah, mono blue or mono green is pretty annoying. I will give it that. Hitcha. All right, opponent. Kill us if you can. Down to 6. You can draw an extra card if you want, but there's a big price to pay. Opponent. Yeah, if only we could tap land. They drew and scooped. Okay, maybe we can win with this deck. Peregrine, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. Car needs to go. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Magikarp? Have fun with the laundry. Yeah, that's the thing. My fear is. All right, now. Oh, we can't do it in between. There's no way to get out of this. I've been having an issue with Cardboard Live. I don't know why. It hasn't been letting me log in. But we will definitely try it. We got to finish the match though first. Have you tried Mono White with Kalis Reconstruction? Ooh. The build of Mono White that I put together did not have Kalis Reconstruction, but maybe it should because that actually sounds really sweet. I might have to try that. Let's go on 1 Oracle, 1 Lore Master, go up the Hullbreak Horrors. Actually, you know what? Let's go 1 Hullbreak Horror. Yeah, it does seem good with Nykthos. Nykthos and Artifact lands. The Drakes, I think, are at their best against Mono Red. I worry about with Rakdos. We saw a bunch of Fatal Pushes. They most likely have non-red creatures. Yeah, Angels. Oh my god, Angels is so brutal. I never beat Angels in Pioneer or in Explorer. No chance. Was thinking about building a rally deck, but I'm not sure it's good on Arena or the Wild Card Karst is heavy for 3 colors. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played a rally deck on Arena. I think Zulaport Cutthroat helps. Ooh. We're going to keep this. If they Thoughtseize our Glasspool Mimic, it does make us kind of sad. Actually very sad. All right, no Thoughtseize. Well, okay. Get that MDFC out of our hand. Do you think that Mono Blue Devotion Planeswalkers would be interesting? What Planeswalkers would you add to Mono Blue, do you think? Well, Witness Protection. You are now a citizen, opponent. Pass the turn. Nykthos. Oh, he should have played the Hall of the Storm Giants. That was a punt. I mean, so this isn't a deck that, like, is going to mulligan to 4 for a Leyline or something. In general, I don't think it's worth it. Well, yeah, we'll just go to Witness Protection. Croxa goes away. Yeah, Crox is annoying. Right now, Spectral Sailor. The new slow bat is going to make me really want to try Arms Race. Ooh. That does sound sweet. I mean, the games where we have Leyline are sweet, but I don't think it's so essential that we have to, like, aggressively mulligan for it. Hey, what's up, Great Destroyer? I'm glad you remembered. Good to see you, opponent. Gets in with that legitimate business vampire. I do kind of love how it actually changes into a legitimate business person. That's probably the best part of it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm doing another historic brawl video. And yeah, I did that. That was the thing I did. I regret it immensely, but it happened. Hit you for 1. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was like super bad. So if we don't cast something, this flips, and that's pretty bad. If we do cast something, all right, let's Trickster. Trickster just to keep the Trespasser from flipping. Yeah, so one idea I had for this deck that I didn't actually put in the deck, but you could use, oh no, what's the Fae of Wishes, the Adventure sideboard tutor thing. You could use Fae of Wishes to tutor stuff like Jace out of the sideboard, which seemed like it could be kind of interesting. About it. Getting frisky with the Graveyard Trespasser. Well, we'd really love to draw a land here. That would be sweet. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we really would love to draw land here. We're going to be in super big trouble. Sheolder is really annoying for our deck. I guess we can legitimize it eventually, but not a land. Well, in that case, Gadwick X1. Trying to find the lands. Nykthos. Spectral Sailor. Well, hit you for 1. Hear me out. Mono Black Devotion playing 4 Phyrexian Arena and Invoke Despair, playing Gary in Ivory Tower to offset the life loss. That does sound spicy. I like the spice level. About it. Even more removal. Even more attacking. All right, opponent's going to town. We drop to 9. They get to Sheoldred. Yeah. Not a land. We lose some life. Well, okay. Witness Protection Sheoldred. Thassa's Oracle. Dig for... Wow! Wow. Oh, where are all the lands in this deck? Well, 0. I mean, I guess technically there's a Glasspool Mimic, but still. That's a lot of cards deep to not really hit lands or Nykthos is. If we take Glasspool Mimic, do we survive? Maybe. There's also this Den of the Bugbear that we can't really stop easily. Yeah, we're in a really bad spot. Yeah, we're in serious trouble. All right, pass the turn. I think we're dead. That is not the land we needed. Perhaps the one we deserved. Does Siren Storm Teamer have a place in this list? I mean, it's fine at protecting your stuff. I don't know how much our deck needs our stuff protected. This is a particularly interactive matchup that we're up against right now. So it probably would be fine against this deck. Yeah, I'm worried about them firing up the Den of the Bugbear. That's the real issue. All right, no Den of the Bugbear. Opponent. I mean, if they attack with Graveyard Trespasser, we're probably going to try to block it. Oh. Huh. Okay. Spectral Sailor Part 2. Oh, there's also that Croxa. Hey, what's up, reindeer? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see ya. Huh. This doesn't feel great, but I guess we have to do this. I've been trying to brew Mono Black Devotion on my own before checking net decks. Can't figure out the bottom of the curve. Might just have to go to Goldfish and see what other people are doing. Ha! Well, Oxford. That's actually our second deck for the night. We're gonna start with Mono Blue and then probably about halfway through the stream, switch over and do some Mono Black, I think. I mean, we'll see how Mono Blue goes, but that's my initial plan is to... Wow, they're gonna kill the Oracle. Huh. That is worse for us. Now we can't... Oh, now we got this Glasspool Mimic, which is just, like, actively horrible. Well, okay. Glasspool is a land. And pass the turn. But Den of the Bugbear's coming, and we couldn't even get to our Defiler. Oh, missing those land drops got us good. John Lynch, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. So Obliterator is not actually legal in Pioneer/Explorer at this point. So no Obliterator in this deck. It will be legal once it's reprinted. It's legal right now in Historic, but we're playing Explorer tonight. We got a new donation, 1 cube, $3 donation. Not to be too much of a cringy mid-30s fanboy, any chance you're going to SCG Indy, it will be endlessly sweet to play a couple of Commander games. I have birds with arms tribal. I love the idea. I think our opponent forgot that they have a creature land. You know what? I think we have to take this, unfortunately. What is our pathway to winning? Is there one? If we block, they get back Croxa, and Croxa absolutely... We are not beating Croxa here. Not in a million years. Possibly. I'm still trying to figure out my event attendance for the next few months. That's one that's a possible... Ooh, Nykthos. How much does that do? Not much at the moment. Oh, a little more than I thought, actually. Our Defiler of Dreams. Run it out. That's an actual body. The problem is we're at 3 life. Oh, boy. And if we kill things... Oh, yeah, that's... All right. I think that puts us to straight up dead. We have to discard the Brazen Borrower. It's hard to imagine us getting back into this. They get back Crocs, so we discard this. The opponent goes to combat. Opponent attacks. Well. Block. No, we need a miracle. Christoph, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Hey, Seth, keep trying to build a Esper Tokens deck in EDH with Urza Cheap Artificer as a commander, but every list I look at has some sort of combo. Do you have any suggestions? Wait, has some sort of combo, infinite combo? Oh, infinite combo. All right, there's the Croxa that we were worried about. Yeah, we have to discard it, but that means it's, yeah, I mean, sure. All right, come on, Nykthos. Oh my goodness, witness protection. That is actually, like, probably the best thing we can draw. So, is it enough, though? Witness protection on the Croxa. Legitimize it. Spectral Sailor. Draw a card. Oh, there's a ley line. There's the ley line. A little late, though. I mean, technically, we're not dead on board, right? I don't think. Ley line? We're dead to many things, but not technically dead on board. Oh, Gadwick. Okay, do we untap? Do we actually survive? About it. Oh, with this Gadwick, there's a chance. There's actually a chance. We got a new donation from a Rockalypse $5 donation. Here comes the Den of the Bugbear. Oh, we don't survive. Our opponent, I did not think they realized they had a creature land because there were so many turns they could have fired it up and killed us and didn't, but they remembered at the right time. $5 donation is someone who detests typical Christmas music. Here's a couple of my favorites. AC/DC's Mistress for Christmas, Volatair's Coming Out for Christmas, Sabatin's Christmas Truce, Savage Christmas Eve, and Corey Taylor's Xmas. Ooh, I do not know any of those. Yeah, unfortunate that our opponent remembered. Have you thought of opening River's Rebuke in either the main deck or the sideboard in Mono Blue Devotion? I have. I haven't actually done it. I feel like Hullbreak Horror is just like, if anything, I think adding a bunch of Hullbreak Horrors to the main deck is the way to go. Oh, it's a Slipknot dude. That makes sense. Interesting. Oh, all right. Can we beat Rakdos? I mean, so right now there's what? Mono Green and Rakdos and Greasefang. I think those are the three. And Blue White. Oh my God, Blue White Control. I play against Blue White Control so much. Yeah, I'll have to check those out. Thank you for the donation, Rockalypse. Definitely appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Prayer? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Good to have you. Am I enjoying the new anthology? So far, I've just been jamming Devotion decks, and it's been super fun. I mean, okay, I guess. This is a very expensive hand. About it. Oh, Jesus. This might be too slow. We don't have any early game mana symbols. Does that little tidbit mean Ursa is magic Jesus? Oh, that is the worst. Whenever you play ley lines and draw them on turn one, it is the worst feeling. About it, Blood Tithe Harvester. And also, you know, actually, I take that back. The worst feeling is not playing a ley line deck and drawing it on turn one. It's playing a ley line deck and drawing it on turn one and on turn two. Oh, all right, that is a land, though. All right, boom. Ley line of anticipation. Look out, opponent. Bone Crusher Giant. Is it just too slow, though, with our opponent curving out here? Opponent gets in, hits us. Plays another land. Sheoldred. Sheoldred, the card that I hate. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we can't beat a Sheoldred here. All right. Hey, what's up, Infinity? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, that was a risky hand to keep anyway, and then the running was not ideal. Had a super fun match against Golgari Elves with Shaman of the Pack. Yeah, Shaman's very good for Elves. I have had issues with Cardboard Live. It doesn't seem to let me log in. I was just going to try. I forgot to try it before the stream. Avert your eyes, chat. Desktop incoming. But yeah, for some reason, I've just not been able to get it to authorize. Let's see if it works now. Oh, well, okay. It worked this time. Cardboard Live should be up and running. All right. See, that was close. That was close. It's not that bad, is it? I even started using folders, chat, because of you. Hey, Seth, would you ever consider doing a series where you take rotated standard decks and update them for Explorer? Would really assist us freemium players in conserving wildcards. That could actually be a cool idea. I think that would... All right, well, We'll try this. No Nykthos, no Leyline, but Lore Masters for literal days. I mean, in theory... Oh, let's be greedy. In theory, Oracle is good at finding Nykthos. We'll see if it works out in practice. The Lore Masters get a lot worse if we don't have Nykthos and we don't have Leyline. Your desktop should never have individual files on it. I have like 4 right now and I feel disgusted. The worst was when... The worst was when there was a... when there was just a file that said nipple. There was just a file that said nipple, and it was a clip of Krim talking about Oko, because he like we were doing a review with Throne of Eldraine, and like mid-review he noticed that like you could see Oko's nipple. So I saved a clip of it because I thought it was funny and I was gonna post it on Twitter or something. But but no one understood that when they just saw the file on my messy on my messy background, my messy desktop. Found it. Going off, getting in, hitting us. Well, we're going to decline. We're going to play Nykthos' Oracle, go digging for some action. Alright, there's a Nykthos. Play the Glasspool Mimic, pass the turn. About it. Would you like to draw a card and skip your turn? They resist. They flip. About it goes to combat. You can hide your files on desktop? I didn't know that was a... I didn't even know that was an option. About it kills our Lore Master. So our opponent just really doesn't want us to have any... Oh, boy, this is going to be a hard draw to beat. Oh, this is going to be an impossible draw to beat. Well, yep. Well, that Nykthos not looking great. I mean, I think we're just literally dead here. Just mono red doing mono red things. I mean, in our defense, that was a very good mono red hand. 3 1-drops, double burn spells. That's what they want. All right, opponent actually gonna draw and skip their turn here. I mean, I guess I can still play a spell. Jeez. All right. All right, so that was just like the perfect mono red draw. Well, Cerulean Drake, Ether Gust, save us somehow. Boy, where's our ley lines been? We haven't had any luck finding ley lines so far this stream. We haven't found a single ley line, have we? We haven't seen a single one. Yeah, that's what mono red does. Right click the desktop and click hide icons or something like that. My desktop probably looks like yours, but I never want to know about it. Ooh, that's a really good tip. That's gonna save me so much grief from the rest of chat, Dolphgrim. I thought I had to actually clean my desktop to get y'all to stop yelling at me, but if I can just right click and be like, hey, the stream loves you now, and they won't yell at you about your desktop, that's easy mode. Is Academy Lore Master a fun commander card? Seems like a fun group hug card. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good group hug card. I also think it's a good draw go card. Like, I'm surprised Krim doesn't play it more. To me, it seems like a... You know what? We're keeping this. Should we be keeping it? Probably not, but Cerulean Drake, well, except for the fact that Bone Crusher exists, should be good. And we finally get a ley line for the first time in a million years. And we got 3 Nykthoses. As good as Nykthos is, ooh, that's actually nice. As good as Nykthos is, you don't typically want 3 in your opening hand. Some number is fine. 1 is really good. You really want the 1, but Eidolon. Well, play the Nykthos. Pass the turn. Gadwick is good. Gadwick is a good one. Opponent. Gotta play around the Eidolon. Oh dear. All right, well, this is going to get painful. Double Eidolon. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We didn't want to live. So how much mana can we make? 4. Well, this isn't going to be the greatest Gadwick, but it's something. Gadwick X3. Yeah, it's around the Eidolons. Ooh, Defiler Dreams isn't the worst. I mean, so with Gadwick, we have to play at sorcery speed because of the double Nykthos thing. Nepalesi, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you. Opponent is possibly killing themselves here. Oh my goodness, definitely killing themselves here. Down to 9. Come on. One more 1-drop. One more 1-drop about it. One more 1-drop. Oh, skewer to the critics. Down to 5. Opponent, the least fear I have ever seen. Block? So our opponent can no longer cast Magic the Gathering spells. That is not allowed. Actually, we need to hit him for 1. Now they can no longer cast Magic the Gathering spells. Play the land. Yeah, we'll just pass. I mean, our opponents, they're done, right? How do they possibly... You got a 4-drop? Goes to combat. Attacks. Our opponent did this to themselves. This is not on us. This is purely our opponent killing themselves. How about a Defiler? And they scoop him up. Reading that. Yeah, Eidolon's one of the other new cards, and it's great. Eidolon is super powerful. I'm not sure our opponent really thought through, though, the impact of just playing double Eidolon there, though. Yeah, I mean, I can respect the Leg of Fear. Opponent just went for it. Eidolon is really good. Eidolon keepies to Mono Red Devotion. Mono Red Devotion's interesting, too. I really like all the Devotion colors except for green. And green I would like if it wasn't the best deck in the format or one of them. Yeah, Little Fear can be beneficial at sometimes. Oh, chat. Dog question. Is snoring normal in dogs? Bear is a very loud snorer. Is that something I should be concerned about, or is that just fat puppy things? Maybe opponent used asymmetrical effects wizards printed in the last 3 years. Yeah, that might be it. Not that wait, you've never known a snoring dog, or yes, you do know it. Super normal, my boy keeps me up sometimes. Okay, that makes me feel better. All right, I was a little worried something. I mean, and he's a big boy, so that's probably part of it too. Is he part pug? No, he's full on Rottweiler. He's perhaps a little, his diet. We're working on the diet. He still hasn't completely come around to the diet. I bought him. So the vet said he was too fat and I should put him on a diet. So I got him diet dog food. I didn't even know that they made diet dog food, but I literally got him diet dog food. It was like healthy weight dog food or something. So I get him the diet dog food. I bring it home and I just try to give him a handful of it to see what he thinks. He put it in his mouth and just like immediately spit it out. I'm like, oh boy, this is, I mean, I can't blame you, bud. No one likes to go on a diet, but you're not making this easy. Just like straight up spit it out. Oh, don't even get me started on dog farts. Oh my, he is, along with being the snoriest puppy, he is the fartiest puppy. I swear. That's pretty much all he does. He just eats and snores and farts. It's actually probably like the perfect life for a dog, come to think of it. If I was a dog, what else would I need in my life? Light up the stage for our opponent. Speaking of devotion, Mono Red Devotion in historic. Play with fire, mountain. Well, okay. Run out the lore, master. Yeah, this, with mono red being on the play, so maybe we gotta rebuild after this match. Let's look at this deck list a little bit and see if we can improve it. I have a 30-pound pug that snores more than any person I've ever known. 30 pounds is like big for a pug, right? It seems like all the pugs I've known have been pretty small. So I assume, all right, opponent, just mono red things, gets in, hits us. Defiler of Dreams, number 3. It's good once we get going, but at this point we are not going. Hey Zeth, after your Shark Tank episode, one of my commanders decided to invest 75% of the cards suggested in his colors in case you want to test them together. Ooh, let me see the Great Destroyer. Yeah, what did you think of the Shark Tank thing? It seemed like from the YouTube comments, the response was pretty positive. Something that people pitch, and I want to know your ideas if you saw it. Ooh, probably. Was I playing a devotion deck? I've been, outside of recording Commander Clash and podcasts, if I've been playing Arena, I've been playing devotion decks of some kind. Bone Crusher Giant. Well, land and Yadwick, I guess. Draw a card. Opponent's just so good at sniping our stuff. It's pretty obnoxious. How about it? Mountain. Lightning Strike to follow up the play with Fire on the Bone Crusher Giant in the Rending Volley. I mean, I guess it's technically a burn deck. Well, Defiler of Dreams. This is really gonna hurt, but I think we gotta do it. Down to 6. Pass the turn. Are we dead? So how can we make this deck? I mean, you haven't even really got to see the maximum cool things the deck can do because we haven't been drawing ley lines in our opening hand, and we've also just been against like removal tribal and super duper aggro decks. About it. Well, we don't have anything that costs. Ooh, now we do. We just don't have enough blue mana symbols to really do anything. We can play another Defiler, which I guess is a blocker. Does that keep us alive? We block here. We block here. Sort of-ish. Aphrodisiac. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you should read the... Oh, yeah, that's actually super good advice, to read the cards before the timer starts. Do we live if we keep playing Defilers? I mean, I guess we don't really have an option. Well, Defiler, draw a card. It would be nice if we could be making mana with Nykthos. Next turn, I guess we can if we're still alive. Not a given. About it adapts. What do they find? Ramanamp Ruins number 2. And what's that last card? Are we dead? Alright, well, I mean, if our opponent's last card is yet another burn spell, then we are dead. Does our opponent remember they have a creature land? I mean, I guess it doesn't even matter because they have Ramanamp Ruins, so... I mean, I guess it has to be the creature land, actually. Yeah, they see it. Oh, we needed one more turn to do things. We weren't dead if they didn't draw another burn spell, right? Burn spell number 17. Rorik's Venture! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I fire up 10 of the Bugbear. We block 10 of the Bugbear. We block the 2/2. We take 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we're dead. I don't think we would have been dead without the Bone Crusher. Not that turn, at least. We would have been dead to Ramanamp Ruins in the future, but... What to do to improve the deck is put Cure in the deck that allows you to untap Nykthos, and it's a blue permanent that lets you draw from Defiler. I mean, Cure could be interesting. Although, like, the issue isn't so much like, oh, we have Nykthos and it's not doing huge, big things. It's not like, oh, Nykthos isn't good enough. You saw in, like, the first game we played with the deck, like, when you get to go off with the deck, it really goes off. So I don't know, like, I mean, I guess you can never have too much mana, but... yeah, we'll play one of the Glasspool Mimics. But the issue is more like, how do you not get run over by Mono Red? Or how do you not just get all your stuff removed? Rusty Shackleford, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup chip for you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, dig. Nykthos, please. Yeah, let's take Spectral Sailor. Work towards this potential Defiler in the future. About it. New Teferi was in the deck originally, and it's fine. But I think it's worse than Defiler in the deck. Yeah, Master of Waves would be really big for this deck. That would be a helpful one. There's no... Alright, you know what? We're just gonna keep playing Thassa's Oracles. Oracle number 2, Nykthos. Aha! There's a Nykthos. Okay. Okay. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. Go it. No. No attacks. There's a Mutavault. Do you think Lava Spike would be fine? Add to Standard Pioneer. Ooh. Fine-ish. I think it would be fine in Standard, especially since Burn isn't, like, super good right now. Alright, no blocks. Opponent gets and hits us. I'll play Nykthos. Witness Protection, the Stormseeker. Turn it into a legitimate business person, and then Defiler of Dreams. Go. All right, this is kind of the position we want to be in. We got card draw, we got Defiler, we got a little bit of removal, we have a legitimate business person werewolf over there. Ooh, Dragon Turtle sounds interesting. I could see that. Yeah, Mono Black is also on the list. Obliterating Bolt. Well, all right. I guess we got to do this now then to draw a card. Well, okay. Leyline for the future. About it. Ooh, another Glasspool. Okay. How much mana do we have? 6, 7. Oh, this works. All right, so we will play Leyline. Everything gets flash. Leyline is so cool in this deck. Glasspool. Thassa's Oracle Part 3. Digging for card draw. We really want Gadwick. Gadwick would be the best. Oh, Wow, no Gadwick, 10 cards deep. In that case, Thassa's Oracle? We'll just play all the Thassa's Oracles. That's exactly what we want to be doing here. About it. Yeah, it is weird how it changes colors, Nykthos. Opponent. Sky Sovereign Console Flagship. Alright, that's annoying. Well, I mean, in that case, I guess we pass. Get in, hit ya. For one. Sky Sovereign is annoying here. Opponent untaps. I guess we can bounce it, but then they just replay it. We need that refueling from a Gadwick. Opponent Mutavault. Oh, okay. Opponent Cruise goes to combat. Okay, this works. So, make a bunch of mana. Brazen Borrower. Bounce the Sky Sovereign. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Oh yeah, this is Oracle the way. This is Oracle the way the Magic Gods intended for sure. All right, let's draw with Spectral Sailor. Oh, so far we're 0-2 with it, so yes. This is the infamous mono blue deck. We're sticking to our trends here. Oh, that's actually not bad. Another Spectral Sailor. Yeah, Cardboard Life started working. It's good now somehow. I don't know how. It wasn't working before, but now it is. So, all right, Oracle, 9 cards deep, 11 cards deep. Gadwick. My God, where are all of our Gadwicks? Okay. Wow, this is getting a little bit unfortunate. So, Oracle, I guess, again? I mean, at some point, if we just keep going infinite cards deep every time, sooner or later we have to hit it, right? Like, just there's no way it cannot happen. Well, get it with the Spectral Sailor. Can we win a game by only playing Thassa's Oracles? That is our current challenge. Get it, hit you with the Spectral Sailor. So wait, when this resolves, the rest go on the bottom. Oh no. Oh, that's... So that means there was no Gadwicks in like 20 cards. You know we're going to hit like triple Gadwick this time. They're all going to be in a little pile. Oh, don't worry. There's more where that came from. About it. Goes after an Oracle. Well, we will make some mana. Play an Oracle. There's the clump. All piled together as we were predicted. Draw with Spectral Sailor. Play a Brazen Borrower. Lose a Thassa's Oracle. Okay, this should be a good turn. This should be a good turn. Nykthos. A bunch of blue mana. Gadwick. X. So wait, 12. We want 2 left over. 8? X8, I think? Yeah, let's go X8. We want 2 left over in case we hit another Nykthos and we get to do it again. Well, we do not hit another Nykthos, so we're not going to get to do it again. But that's fine. That's fine. Aw. I mean, go to combat, hit you in the air. The fastest clock in the West. Oh, don't remind me of gigs. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I believe we can witness protection the boat if they turn it on, since we have flash. Legitimate business boat. Bone Crusher Giant, sure. And we're gonna try it. Sky Sovereign. Turn the boat into a legitimate business person. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Lovestruck Beast. I think the Oracle should attack. Well, that would assume that we want to win. Bold assumption. All right, let's Nykthos. Gadwick. Yes, we do want to cast a Gadwick. X13? Let's go X13. I think that's fine. Let's draw a few Magic the Gathering cards. Geared Box, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Okay, draw a few cards. Play a Nykthos. Yes. Legend Ruling is fine. Can we win here? 21 cards. We should be able to. All right, so make some mana. We're going to try to win here. Where is Defiler? Tap you down. Actually, the question is, do we have more Thassa's Oracles? That's the real question. I mean, hopefully... Wow, opponent is got a whole corporation over here. Some of them are clones, though. Have we used all the real ones? Do we have to... An opponent has gone out of business. Ooh, I do love me some legitimate business people. I think we had some real ones left, because at least 2 of the ones on the battlefield were Glasspool Mimic copies. Oh no, opponent got fired. Did you see, oh my goodness, did you see I just saw this come across Twitter. I try not to get into politics, so don't take this in a political way. I don't want to go that direction. Did Trump make a card game or something? I was super busy today, recording videos and podcasting Commander Clash. Did I actually truly see on Twitter there's a Trump trading card game or something? Oh, okay, that makes way more sense. Okay. They're NFTs that look like trading cards. Okay. That makes 100% more. I was thinking it was like Magic, but but Trump style. Okay, that actually does oddly somehow makes complete and perfect sense. Also, did you see they started talking about Philly, the next Magic Con Philly. I don't know if maybe the sideboard's just bad. Maybe that's part of our issue. Maybe we need to change the sideboard in one way or another. That could be worth considering. A slight change to the sideboard plan. Someone said too, I'm trying to find this. So they announced more information about MagicCon Philly. And someone said, I don't know if this is true, that the top ticket's $1,000 for the weekend. I'm trying to confirm that that's real, because I also just saw that on social media. Is it really $1,000? That's $700. I mean, not that $700 is cheap. Wait, whoa, opponent! We really put him out of business. We put him right out of the Magic business. I want your opinion on variants. In Pokemon, there's 2 main forms of variants. Move accuracy and critical hits, specifically a second. There's a 6.25 chance that any damage attack can just deal 50% extra damage. There's no way to account for it in gameplay. No indication it will happen till it happens. How do you feel about that style of variants? That is my least favorite style of variants. To me, so I've never played Pokemon. I call that Hearthstone variants. And I am perfectly aware that this might just be my biases as a Magic player, and I'm used to the Magic style of variants. So I am perfectly aware that this might be partly where I'm coming from. But for me, that style of variants absolutely drives me insane. It drives me really insane. I can't stand that style of variants because it makes me feel we put a new Teferi in the main deck for fun. I think new Teferi is good in this deck. It's just hard to find room for. Initially, I had 2 Defilers and 3 Teferis, and then every time I do Defiler, it was awesome. So I just ended up cutting the Teferis to play more Defilers. I don't know what we cut for this though. We can't cut another land. We're already at 24, which is as low as we can go. But yeah, that style of variance drives me crazy because it feels like nothing you do matters. When an effect is deal somewhere between 1 and 5 damage or whatever it is, or the randomly double damage 6% of the time, or stuff like that. It just makes it feel like, how do you play strategically with that being an option? Like, I think it can be fun. It can be fun for just like a casual fun experience. Like, there's nothing wrong with that style of variance. There's probably some upsides. Lore Master is like my favorite card in this deck, though. We haven't got to see it shine yet, and maybe you know what? I'll go down to 2. I'll go down to 2, but that's as far as I'm going. So we technically got a win. Let's update our record. I said this deck never wins, and that's not quite true. We put our opponent out of business in that last one. Danny Boy Watch, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. On the other hand, I think that our perception's probably somewhat tainted by being Magic players. I think if I talked to someone who didn't play Magic, they would probably be way more accepting of that style of variance, the quote-unquote Hearthstone variance, as I like to call it. I think they'd be way more accepting of that style of variance than I didn't draw any lands, and I do nothing. I mean, that's a trade-off. Like, Magic variance comes primarily from the mana base. So you'll occasionally have games where you just the non-game thing. That's just how Magic has always done variants. Hey, thank you, Danny. Ooh, mono green. Okay. Well, this could be bad, but we got the witness protection. Everything is fine as long as we have witness protection. We're good. I think the Magic style of variance, if you play Magic, you come to grips with it and you get used to it.
Right to battle.
Well, that's an issue. Sure. And a Steel Leaf Champion. And our opponent gets to draw a card. Yeah. I really hope Wizards bans Karn. I really, really hope they do. I'm going to be very sad if... sweet decks like Mono Blue Devotion end up getting banned because Karn is busted. That would make me very salty, because like Mono Blue, we're seeing it in action. It's not busted. It's not even close to busted. You can't even make an argument that it's busted. It's nowhere near that. But the Green Devotion deck is kind of busted. Cavalier Thorns, hit a Nykthos, draw a card. Karn the Great Creator is a card that I don't think should exist in Magic the Gathering. Alright, yeah. The opponent wins the game. 8 mana. Storm the Festival. Hits a Nykthos. Does it again. Hits a Karn. Goes infinite. Yeah, Karn the Great Creator, I 100% believe should be banned. There's like... War of the Spark is just such a mistake set. It's like such an over-the-top mistake set. Paradise Druid. I mean, at this point, is there even any reason for us to continue to play this game? Like, no. Like, the game's just over on turn 4? All right. I mean, so what does Karn do that's cool? I feel like Karn... I don't know. I feel like Karn's just too powerful. I think it's just straight up too powerful. Yeah, I have no idea how he beat. Honestly, I have no idea how he beat Green Devotion. That might be a common theme in Explorer. It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. Like, the deck's kind of been busted in Pioneer, and Explorer's not Pioneer yet. It is not Pioneer yet. So I am legitimately concerned about the Green Devotion deck. That's the cost of the cool things you get to do with other Devotion decks. The cost is Green Devotion is busted. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I guess we try to bring in a couple counters. Like, that's, I guess, the best thing we can do. Maybe if we can turbo into a hull break horror. Yeah, the outside your game should be your whole collection. I mean, if outside the game is your whole collection, then Karn 1,000,000% has to be banned. I think that would be, I mean, that would be super fun for casual play, like for Commander or whatever, for unsets or something. Like it's a cool idea, but as far as like actual competitive play, that would just be the most broken thing that I could probably imagine. Well, okay, we get to Trickster the Elvish Mystic, I guess. Haha, take that, elf. Opponent. War or Eldraine? I mean, Eldraine's more busted overall. Well, play the land. Play Thassa's Oracle. Take a, I guess, Spectral Sailor, since we're going to try to get down this Defiler next turn. I mean, if our opponent's stuck on mana, maybe we got a shot. Oh, okay, opponent top decks land right on cue. And Wolf Willowhaven. And Kiora to untap the Wolf Willowhaven.
I defy gods. Defy
Well, play Nykthos. Make some mana. Nice. Opponent says nice. Mono green players think they should be the only ones that are allowed to play Nykthos, apparently. Hit the Kiora pass the turn. Opponent. Taps and untaps, doing what Kiora does.
urges life.
Cavalier of Thorns, do they hit the Nykthos? No, they do not hit the Nykthos. Not yet, but they do get to draw a card to try to find the Nykthos. And plays an elf. The question is, do we actually flash in the Spectral Sailor, or do we wait until after we Oracle? We probably wait. Ooh, okay, another Nykthos. Well, let's make Nykthos mana. Actually, no. We can do even better than this. Thassa's Oracle, spend some life, draw a card. Get some mana symbols. Draw a land. Hullbreak Horror. Hullbreak Horror might be our best bet. Okay, Hullbreak Horror on top. Spectral Sailor with Defiler of Dreams. Draw the Hullbreak Horror. A lot is going to depend on what we draw off of this Hullbreak Horror. Hullbreak Horror. We need to hit something we can cast off the Defiler, really. Oh! Gadwick. That's a Gadwick. That's a Gadwick. That is a Gadwick. Okay, Nykthos. Number 2. Yes. 2 can play at this game, Mono Green. 2 can play at this game. Gadwick. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need some mana. Let's go X4 with Defiler. Okay. Bounce an elf. Draw some cards. Oh, we might be getting them. We might be getting them. Fight Busted with Busted is pretty good advice. Ouch. Defiler. How much power do we have? All right, bounce the Cavalier. Draw land. I guess that's all we can do. I mean, it's still not impossible that our opponent just combos off and wins. Hit ya. Kiora down.
Tides
Well, we had our big turd. Is that enough? Is that enough? About it. I mean, the problem with bouncing Cavalier is now our opponent gets to dig for Nykthos again. But, oh, they whiffed. Okay. Well, yeah, opponent. Who wins the Nykthos war this time? Okay, maybe we can beat the deck. We just gotta go over the top and have our opponent whiff. Hey, what's up, Ludi? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. The other big form of variance in Pokemon is risk reward. Using Flamethrower is 90 base power, 100% accuracy, or you can do Blast Power, which is 25% base power, stronger, but 85% accuracy. So there's more variance risk reward style, way more interesting variance style, since you know exactly the math when you're battling. Yeah, I mean, I think that's interesting. How, exclamation point deck, if it's not on the screen, will grab you the deck list. How do you actually do all these like 6% things in paper and Pokemon? Is there an easy way? Hey, thank you. Yeah, got the hair down a little bit. Is there an easy way? Yeah, maybe just adding hull breakers is the solution to all life's problems. How do you actually determine if you hit the 6% or whatever? Oh, this isn't paper. Okay. I was gonna say it sounds very clunky to actually execute in paper if you're roll. I don't even know I don't even know your roll to get a 6.25%. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, okay, we can try to play the control game, I guess. Stop something, counter something, trick something. Roll 100. Wouldn't it have to be even bigger than that to get the 6.25 in there? Or do you just round up if you get a 6, call it good enough? We're gonna do this. I don't know if it's correct. We can't have our opponent making too much mana too quickly here. Well, they're gonna do that anyway. Wolfillo even gets in for 1. Well, Island, go. Nykthos, Nykthos. Yeah, the green deck's very good at ramping. Okay. Well. Yeah, GG, I guess. GG, I guess. Well, tap down the business person. Hit the Karn. Play the land. I mean, maybe we got a chance. We can Wizard's Retort. Opponent Stone Brains. To try to get rid of our Nykthoses? Yeah, we probably can't have that. So counter the Stone Brain. Can we kill the Karn? That's the real question. Kiora. Okay. Takes up the Karn. I mean, we do have hope. There is hope. Because we get to Glasspool Mimic. Copy the Trickster. Tap the Dork. We killed a Karn. We officially killed a Karn. Yeah, I gotta play the Tapland pass the turn. About it. Gonna go off a little bit. Old Growth Troll draws a card. I don't know if we have big enough. Like, Kiora is so powerful in these decks, but I don't know if.
I love to make a splash.
I don't know if I'd be good in this deck. Just like the flexibility that Karn offers is just, it's too much. Like, I believe that Karn is what makes, yeah, game. I believe that Karn is what makes green so problematic. That's why I would really like to see Karn be the card that gets banned. I mean, I would be happy with being banned in essentially every format. The only thing that Karn does that I actually find enjoyable is the liquid metal coating locks, but yeah, I mean, Karn is just over. Little bit disappointing. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. It's pretty egregious. The combination of like being the perfect card for every single match, like it's never bad. Like there's three things. One is sideboarding is actually hard. Karn is like a cheat code to not ever have to deal with sideboarding because you just play a bunch of artifacts and then you never have to sideboard. Like you don't have to think about that. That's the least problematic of the things it does. More problematically, it's just the perfect card for every situation and every matchup. Because of the cards it can tutor from the sideboard. And then it also just happens to be a infinite combo piece that is allows your deck to win right away. Wow, treasure map, eh? Huh, that's spicy. I don't know what our opponent's doing. I know that we're not doing a ton at the moment. I mean, hopefully our opponent plays some creatures eventually. Is our opponent, like, not playing a creature deck? Huh. Well, we will pass the turn. Opponent scries with treasure map. To the top. Plays a land. Plays even more cards. And takes up the card. Oh, so opponent's playing like mono black ramp. Ugh. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Well, Spectral Sailor. Bounce the Karn. We might have the worst possible hand for this matchup. Go to combat, hit you for 1. Run out a Sadwick. Draw a single card. Okay. Oh. I don't know if our opponent plays creatures, period. Swampert. I feel like they're just going to do this until they play an Ugin, and then we're going to cry. Yeah, Karn is a cool character. Karn Signiverse is super sweet. About it. More Karnin. And ticks up. Oh, God. Okay, even more Karns. We do not draw land. Yeah, I don't know what we try to do here. Pass the turn, I guess. Nykthos! We need a Nykthos. This hand is depressing. Witness Protection, I feel like, is a necessary evil for playing against creature decks, but boy, when you run into a deck that's not playing creatures, it feels so bad. About gonna do some surveilling. I mean, bringing some counters out of the sideboard should help. Yeah, if Karn had some big restriction, then it might be fine. I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. Well, run out a Spectral Sailor, tap a treasure map. Opponent scries. Well, Termina Hailfire is cool. If we die to Termina Hailfire and not Ugin, I'll accept that. No jumpstart on Magic Arena this time. Not sure why. Last time it was on there. Opponent. Gonna kill the Gadwick. We run out of Brazen Borrower. We tap the Karn. Well, kill the Karn. Hit our opponent.
There is always another fight.
Yeah, I feel like maybe this deck struggles a bit in the games when it doesn't hit Nykthos. Well, pass the turn. That's all we got. About it. Ball struggled. Okay. Yes. Yes. The worst Cabal coffers ever come into play. Well, I mean, There's a cost, but our opponent's paying it, and it's, I mean, this hand is not. This is just the worst. The worst imaginable hand. Well, we will pass the turn. Opponent untaps. The only part of Gwen combo deck that are bad are the salty opponents who refuse to pass priority when they can't do anything to stop it. Yeah, I mean, this one, I think this is just over. Opponent's making more mana. We're the Nykthos deck, and somehow our opponent, I mean, I guess we've just been super mana screwed all game, and our opponent's been, I mean, we were forgetting this is like turn 10 or something. Yep, you got to see the worst hand of all time, opponent. You have found it. Yeah, how big of an issue is timing out with Gwen combo? It seems like that would probably be a big one. Opponent, Torment a Hailfire. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we didn't die to Ugin, so we'll accept that. We'll probably try Mono Black after this game. Well, like, our sideboard is not designed to play against this deck. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the Fury is actually very good. I mean, I don't know. It's cool. Like, the idea of it is cool. But in practice, I don't know if it's actually that powerful. I feel like this might go down as one of those most overhyped cards, sadly. I kind of miss having the Lore Masters. Who suggested cutting Lore Masters? Well, all right, let's try it like that. The game forcing you to skip your turn. Wait, why does the game force you to skip your turn? Yeah, Witness is protection, not... I mean, against creature decks, it's great, but it is not good against the decks with no creatures. All right, we got a Leyline. We got a Nykthos. Maybe we get to do cool things this game. Let's see. Well, Leyline go. The opponent, Swamp, and Thoughtseize. We flash in. Oh, Duress. Okay, that's much better than Thoughtseize. That is a stone whiff. Well, Spectral Sailor. Land, hit ya. Down to 19 past the turn. About it. Well, okay, Oracle, go digging. For a... You know what? I think this is the Lore Master game. I think this is finally the Lore Master game. Go to combat, hit ya. Pass the turn. Okay, check this out. Check this out. We're finally going to see Lore Master, I think. So, make some mana. I mean, this all might be leading up to a very sad wrath, but Academy Lore Master. Haha, no one expects the Lore Master. Yeah, gonna draw a few extra cards. Glasspool Mimic. Is it better to hit the Oracle? Do we need to hit a counter? Probably. You know what? Let's hit the Oracle. Oh, God. Well, okay, that's a lot of lands we didn't really need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what? We can take Hullbreak Horror, but we can't play a second spell? Let's take Defiler. I think. So draw an extra card. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That's a little awkward, but okay. That'll be for next turn. Go to combat. Hit ya. So the main concern is our opponent just wrathing here. We saw Languish. Languish would be a blowout. Wait, roll the dice and say no to all of what? Oh no, this is the fairest Oracle. Heroes Downfall are Headmaster, okay. Sure, well, maybe our opponent doesn't have a sweeper then. If they're doing that, they might not. Maze Mine's Tome. Sure. Alright, let's do Nykthos stuff. Nykthos. Flash into Filer of Dreams. Flash in Brazen Borrower. Draw a card. Ooh, more lands. Okay. And even more lands. I guess that's fine, though, because we do have all the Storm Giants, so I think we still just win. Fire it up. Draw a card. Go to combat. My voice was a topic of conversation on r/Magic Arena today. Oh, was it? I missed it. Opponent eliminates and is eliminated. Oh no, was there actually a post about it, or was it an... You should send me the link. Do you know where it is, Wheezy? That'd be kind of fun to read on stream, maybe. I always enjoy... Yeah, when the deck works, it's so fun and so cool. Just don't expect it to always work, because sometimes it doesn't, and it's very, very sad. You know, let's bring the Teferi back in. This actually seems like the kind of matchup where Teferi would be good. Opponent. The voice thing always comes up on occasion. I think... Ooh, Leyline? Leyline and Nykthos? What is going on? Everything. Duress us, please, opponent. You know you want to duress it. Oh, they have a real one this time. The Thoughtseize. All right, opponent learned. The duress is not especially good against devotion decks that are mostly permanents. Well, land, go. Yeah, I probably won't pull it up and read it, considering it's free magic. Free magic, probably not the kind of thing to put on stream. What do you think about Devotion Blue Demigod? Wait, what is Devotion Blue Demigod? I'm so confused. Eliminate. Devotion Blue Demi. What card is Devotion? Oh, Caliphate. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really help us do the big things that we're trying to do. Karn, Zion of Urza. It's more just kind of a value card, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but...
I am Karn. The choices we made.
Takes up Karn. Gets a... Oh, both of those are bad. I guess they get the Hero's Downfall. Well, bounce the Karn. Play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. Yeah, opponent's making more mana than we are with this Cabal Stronghold, I think. Well, Brazen Borrower, run it out. Opponent decides to kill it. And scries. I kind of want to do Mono Black Devotion Historic with Phyrexian Arena. Ooh, that does sound sweet. Oh, actually, running that out main phase was probably not ideal. Yeah, opponent's trying to play coffers, but on Arena. Oh, come on! Opponent. All right, opponents, they have hit all the answers they could possibly want, and then a couple more on top of that. Runs out the card. So not playing it instant speed is not optimal, although I honestly am not sure that it matters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The worst, most depressing Nykthos of all time. One of the worst, most depressing Gadwicks of all time. But we get to draw 3 at least. That's better than drawing 0. Well, there's all the counters that we would have liked in the past. At this point, Mystical Dispute seems like a dead card. I don't think it does anything about it taking up the card. Well, I guess I get Discovery Dispersal. None of this is good for us. All of this is bad. Opponent's gonna go digging. Don't even bother Googling free magic. It's a very, like, it's a pretty toxic, in general, it's a pretty toxic place. That's kind of, their whole gimmick is just to be super toxic and pretty much just, I mean, I guess toxic is probably the best word for it. So I would hate to see anyone end up there because of a random thing on the stream. Well, okay, Glasspool Shores. Pass the turn. Oh, I mean, just wait till the Ugin or Torment of Hailfire comes down. It looks fair at the moment, but they're drawing like 3 cards a turn, and we just cannot keep anything on the battlefield, which is a problem. Well, run out the ley line. I mean, I'm imagining they're just going to torment. We're just going to lose. Yeah. Takes a Mystical Dispute. I can't believe this Cabal Stronghold is working for our opponent. Opponent draws a card. Are we getting... Oh, we're getting significantly outdrawn. Opponent gets and hits us. I mean, that's the thing about Devotion decks is they need to be able to keep permanents on the battlefield, and we just have not been able to do that. Well, pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. It never ends. It never ends. Opponent taking up card. Well, Duress doesn't do anything, so you can have Duress. Opponent. More cards. All right, eventually we're going to draw some cards. We're getting there. We're getting there. Opponent taking down, making more card instructs. Getting in and hitting us. Has a handful of cards. Well, play a Spectral Sailor. Well, let's see if this Gadwick can save us. Boy, we just have not been able to get many permanents on the battlefield. So this is still not a great Gadwick. It's something. It's better than no Gadwick, but it's still only X4. We draw a few cards. Well. Academy Lore Master. Tap down the Dork. Play Castle Vantress. Kill the card. Hit our opponent. How do we survive a huge Torment of Hailfire, though? I guess a huge Gadwick, maybe? All right, pass the turn. Opponent, would you like to draw an extra card and pay a tax this turn? How can you resist? How can you... Ooh, opponent says yes. Okay, so opponent's cards cast 2 more. Hey, what's up, M4 Verve? Yeah, let's move on from Reddit debates. I don't know if there's there's much productive that can come out of them. How are they killing us? I'm so confused. Well, that's Nykthos. Oh, but if we Nykthos, we can't also Mystical Dispute. You know what? Let's just take it. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they don't have Corrupt or something. I just don't know what our opponent could possibly be playing. We know about Torment of Hailfire, but outside of Torment of Hailfire... Quizix! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank ya. Alright, well, I guess we gotta just cast a big Gadwick. Gadwick draw 6. Tap your Maze Mind's Tome. Opponent cashes it in to draw a card. And all right. Well, we got a couple of counters left over, which is good. Yeah, it seems like chat's getting a little trolly. Hopefully it will calm down now. Good call, dog. About it. Another, okay. Even more Thought Seizes. Well, let's run out of Thoth's Oracle. Well, let's see. Let's see if they can kill us. Opponent's gonna take all of our Thought Seizes. I don't know what their end game is, but how do we close this out? We gotta be able to close this out. We got another Nykthos, so I think we just start with Gadwick. If we survive, next turn should be pretty good. About it. I mean, I guess our opponent could also wrath our board. That would be awkward. Takes the Hullbreak Horror. All right, so opponent just wraths everything away. Well, gee whiz. Okay. Well, land. Go. About it. Hey Seth, with Reflector Mage and Explorer, any thoughts about revisiting Nibbana Monicod? Here's a list I threw together. Hey, let me take a look. About it. Well, okay. Let's cast a big Gadwick. See what we can find. 9, so Gadwick for 6. I mean, we're fighting through our opponent's disruption. We have not died to Torment of Hailfire yet, so that by itself is a win. All right. Well, those are cards. Those are cards. How good of cards that I'm not 100% sure. McGremo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank ya. Ooh, Seagate Restoration could actually be pretty good in this deck. I like that idea. Well, get him a Gadwick. Step 1. Hit ya. Thoth's Oracle. Go digging. Oh, I don't know if we can win this turn. I feel like we need... I feel like we're going to need multiple turns to win. Well, let's make Nykthos mana. before Gadwick dies. Gadwick dies. Go digging. Take a... Probably just Spectral Sailor. We're playing good Nykthos. We're playing good Nykthos. I promise. Yeah, we're gonna try Mono Black after this game. This will be our last Mono Blue game, and then we'll try Mono Black. Huh. We don't have a way to draw a card, though, unfortunately. Well, do we just wait? I guess we can just run out some stuff. We're close to winning with a Thassa's Oracle, but we can't win quite yet. Oh, we probably do have to play the Nykthos, unfortunately. Play the Nykthos, so we can leave up all the counters. Yeah, we'll just pass. We'll discard a bunch of hand size, which is kind of awkward, but discard. About it. Attempts. We have 23. But we're drawing this Spectral Sailor, which is pretty big. Well, okay. Nykthos mana. Brazen Borrower. Run it out to up our blue mana symbols. Castle Vantress. Scry. These mystical disputes are not very good against Cabal Struggled. Colorless lands come at a pretty high cost. It could be worth it, but the issue is we have a ton of things that are double blue 2-drops and then triple blue 3-drops, and those get awkward. So I don't know if it's worth it or not, honestly. It would be cool, never have to discard the hand size, although hopefully we're just winning the turns when we go off. About it. Duresses, okay. I mean, they must be going for it. Is it enough to beat us? Oh, it's just a Karn, okay. Well, that's fine. Karn's not enough to beat us. How about it? Yeah, Master of Waves would really help. And then you can play the cool Foretell combo too with, oh no, Mystic, not Dispute. What's the combo piece? Opponent's going to tick down for a Languish. Sure. Well, this has been a grindy matchup.
Nothing is ever truly lost.
Grindy. There's the Languish. Well, make Nykthos mana. Lose our board. I mean, I think we have lethal here, but in like the boringest way possible. Do we even want to win in a boring way, chat? Is it even worth it? Is the cost even worth it? Because I think we could just flash in something to copy. Like, copy the Spectral Sailor. Fire up all the Storm Giants. I mean, it is a win. Yeah, we want to try Mono Black. I guess we do it. I guess we do it. Oh, now we draw the Teferi. Yeah, all right. GG, Mono Black. I mean, opponent's deck was impressive. We lost to Torment of Hailfire, which is kind of absurd. Kenton, FTW, welcome to the fishbowl. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. Thassa actually drawing you all your cards is fairly cool, though. Yeah, I mean, the deck is... So, what do we learn about Mono Blue? And then we'll try Mono Black. I feel like... Mono Blue, it probably is the least competitive. If I was gonna rank, the deck looks sweet, Ray. That looks super sweet. If I was gonna rank the devotion decks that I've played so far, and I've played them all except Mono Green because I know Mono Green is #1, but I would say that Mono Blue, just in terms of win rate, is probably the weakest right now. Maybe that'll change in the future once we get some more pieces. However, for now, I think Mono Blue is probably the most fun. Like, I just really enjoy the big combo turns, all the cards it draws. That's something that's unique out of That's something that's unique out of the devotion decks. So I think it's one of the most fun, but probably one of the least competitive. But let's try mono black, which I think is kind of in the middle. Maybe it's not as good as mono green. None of them are as good as mono green. But mono black, it's got some things going for it. Ooh, the Naban Wizards deck. Yeah, that could be a fun one to revisit at some point. I do like Panharmonicons. Oh man, Elish Norn. Soon. Yeah, Reflector Mage seems like a big upgrade. Ooh, and Hexcatcher. Ooh, because a lot of the wizards are merfolk. Yeah, that looks interesting, Hush Hush. I like the idea. So mono black, the twist on mono black. All right. The twist with mono black that I like is mono black has a lot of combos in it. I think that's the most intriguing part of mono black. So mono black devotion, it's another, yeah, Gadwick is insane. It's another Nykthos deck, of course. So in mono black, we really got two plans. So plan number one is Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Gary, the tried and true devotion finisher, just drains equal to our devotion to black. So if we get a lot of devotion, we can, Gary, win the game on the spot, hopefully. So that's kind of the traditional plan of mono black devotion decks. Just play a bunch of mana symbols. However you get them on the battlefield, Gary once or twice for the win. So we do win that way sometimes. However, what really makes this deck exciting is that it has a bunch of interesting combos. That's what makes it unique out of all the devotion decks. So first off, we got Peer into the Abyss, which combos with Underworld Dreams, which is in our deck to head devotion. Peer into the Abyss also combos with Sheoldred if we happen to draw Sheoldred. So that's another one of the combos. We also have Warlock class in our deck for card draw, but it combos with Scourge of the Skyclaves. If we kick a Scourge, which Nykthos helps us do, and we have a level up Warlock class, it just kills our opponent on the spot. They lose half their life and half their life again, and the game's over. And then we also have Wishclaw Talisman to find all of our combo pieces. So that's essentially mono black. It's kind of a more mid-rangey, less flashy version of mono blue, but it's got a lot of just I win the game combos, which you don't have in these other devotion decks. Phyrexian Arena not legal in the format. Underworld Connection's not on the client, so we're really missing. We're missing that card draw piece. I don't think there's any. Am I missing something that is available in the format? Like, do we have a replacement? Do we have a replacement for something like Underworld, Underworld Dreams, or not Underworld Dreams, like Phyrexian Arena that I'm not thinking of? Lich's Mastery probably gets us killed. Could play a Bolus's Citadel, although then all of our mana is not really doing much, so that part's kind of awkward. I guess like, Erebos? Old Erebos would be better. This Erebos needs too many creatures to die. The creatures are not, I don't think. Like Ruin Raiders, it's got to live and it's got to attack. I think an enchantment would be a lot better for consistency purposes. Yeah, there's really not much. No black market connection. No. Yeah, the enchant land one that was in standard isn't on arena. So I guess we're missing a lot of pieces, actually. Diabolic Intent. Yeah, Diabolic Intent. So I think that in Devotion in specific, since we want to keep permanents on the battlefield, Wishclaw Talisman's just better. It adds mana symbol and it doesn't make us sack anything. So because Devotion just cares so much about having permanents on the battlefield, I don't know if we can afford to play something that makes us sack permanents. Treacherous Blessing. Braids could be interesting, although you kind of run into the same issue. Like, Devotion in a lot of ways is the opposite of a deck that wants to sack things, because you just want as many Desecration Demons. Also, we can't really recreate standard mono black Devotion because a lot of the pieces just aren't there. Invoke Despair. Obliterator is coming. Obliterator is good in Devotion, too. I mean, 4 black mana symbols. I think if we had Obliterator, I might go Golgari to throw in some fight spells, because fight spells are just so sweet. What about new Gix? That's one I considered, because I think Spinning Gix is really fun if you're not punning. Spinning Gix is really fun. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I guess we have Castle Lockwain. Castle Lockwain's probably as close as we get to that card draw slot we've been talking about. Underworld Connections, that's right. Yeah, it's not, that one's not on Arena either. So many of them are missing from Arena. So what's everyone's holidays plans looking like? Are y'all going to be around over the next couple of weeks? I think we'll do our holiday stream a week from today, next Thursday. Something like Ruin Raider would be okay, although kind of the blue-white humans? Huh. Interesting. Well. I guess we take Skyclave and just try to work through the rest of it. Come on, Nykthos. I mean, it is kind of a tradition to dress up like Santa. I'll see if the costume's still around. Ooh, working at the casino. Are the holidays a big casino time? Like, do people go to casinos for the holidays? All right, not the best time to whiff on a land. The opponent's got Paulos for days. Yeah, well, this is looking kind of bad since we just don't have... Oh, no! This is looking even worse. Oh, the saddest Nykthos. Well, run it out. What do you think about Nykthos changing colors on Arena? That's the turn, but now we get Pauloed a million times. I mean, maybe Nykthos will be enough and we can just power through. Yep, grows the dorks. Takes. What? It does, aesthetically, it's kind of neat. Yeah, that was a good choice to take the Underworld Dreams. We really need those mana symbols. Because as it is, we cannot cast a single thing. About it goes attacking. Well, Blood Chief's Thirst. Wow, this is the worst thing we've ever had to do by a pretty significant margin. This is the worst. Yeah. We're gonna Wish Claw up a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Multicolor Nykthos does look kind of multicolor. Like if you have a Burning Tree Emissary on the battlefield, it does look like a Come on now, opponent. Come on now, opponent. Really? Opponent. It's another good card. Goes attacking. Down to 6. Well, we draw land, which I guess kind of technically keeps us alive, sort of. Pass the turn. Up to 10. But our opponent's Thalia Lieutenant, they stopped taking the turn after we thought season's getting so big. Oh, it's getting too big. Too big for our Temerate to block. Opponent. And our opponent has the ability to tutor too, which is really... The fact that we had to tutor up that land is so bad. Oh, no! Well, I mean... Opponent's drawn more Thalia... We thought he's one of those too. Opponent's just drawn more Thalia's Lieutenants and lands. Arguel's Bloodfast. Ooh. Arguel's Bloodfast could be sweet. I mean, I think, we'll have to see. I feel like Castle Lockwain is pretty good in the card draw slot. Whether or not it's enough, that I guess is the question. You can never have too much card draw. But it is pretty good there. Why do you do that with your voice? Talk with it? I don't know. just one of those weird things I do. Tutor is loosest unless you draw the cards you want. Yeah. I'm surprised our opponent didn't tutor at all. Oh yeah, let me update the deck list. I forgot. We're still on mono blue. So I wonder, do you think any of these non-green devotion decks will actually be good? Like, do you think these are fun? These are just like fun janky decks, or do you think they're, or do you think they're actually have a chance to be competitive? Like, can they actually be tier decks in Explorer? We haven't really seen, like, in Pioneer proper. What would the ranking be in Pioneer proper? Like, if you look at actual Pioneer, mono green, S tier. And then occasionally, there was a time when mono white was kind of a thing. It's not, I haven't seen it in quite a while. But mono white, I guess, as far as just like actual tournament finishes, would be number 2. And then black, blue, and red are like super fringe. But Explorer isn't exactly Pioneer. Can't believe they printed Nykthos just for green players. I mean, so the goal is to... The goal is to eventually have all of Pioneer. This hand looks fine. To have all of Pioneer on there. So sooner or later, they got to give us Nykthos just for the sake of that. Ooh, the Blights from Zendikar. The Blights from Zendikar could be interesting. I could see that. Enchant land, draw a card. They would probably go up in value even more if we had good targets to, like if there was Tron or something. But even without that, just cantripping and adding a mana symbol is not bad. Not bad at all. Well. Oh, we do want this Underworld Dreams. We also want a Nykthos. Well, hit you with a Gifted Etherboard. And... yeah, you know what? But what if they play Paulo and take the Bloodshiefters? That's fine, whatever. Oh. You have to do these at sorcery speed, no? Yeah, okay. So that was what we call a punt here in the business. For some reason, I was thinking we could Warlock class during our opponent's turn, but it definitely doesn't work that way. What deck do you think will run Obliterator when it comes out? So it's going to be interesting to see if Obliterator is good and how good it is. Last time Obliterator, opponent's taking the risky route. If we draw a land here, which we don't, but still, we'll take up Warlock class. Oh, the most painful land, okay. Play it tapped. Kill the Thalia. Pass the turn, ping ya. So last time that Obliterator was in Standard, it really didn't see play. So I'm actually like really curious. I think there'll be a fight deck because I think that's where this Meatball Massacre is gonna be not horrible. I will say. Opponent, how do you feel about a little meatballing? Got him. Ooh, and Gary. This might be the classic Gary win. Pona goes to 9. Pona goes to 8. And Gary, I think, does it. So I think there'll be like fun fight decks. I'm actually not sure that Obliterator like how good it'll be is on the top tiers of standard. About it, extraction specialist, keeping the battle going, but little do they know, Gary wants to put an end to this. Boom, drain ya, kill ya. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that that Obliterator will be a top tier card in standard? So here's the good news. The good news for Obliterator is this. The good news is there's plenty of decks to put it in. Like, black is the best color in standard right now. So between, like, Grixis, people are playing Invoke Despair. That's one of the best cards in standard. It's got 4 black mana symbols. If Grixis decks can afford Invoke Despair, if they want to, they can play something like Obliterator. My concern is where Obliterator shines the most is against decks that don't have a ton of removal, in decks like Mono Red that just get absolutely hosed by it. Like, what's Mono Red gonna do? You know, Rending Flames it, sack 5? Like, that's not happening. You just pretty much lose unless you can kill your opponent before they get the Obliterator out. It's so good against those decks. My concern would be a lot of the most popular decks can kind of just cleanly deal with it, Invoke Despairs or go for the Throats, and if it got popular, you just bring in even more of those cards. So I think it's kind of like Shieldred. It's a really, really powerful threat, but it's, as odd as this sounds, when you read Obliterator, it doesn't sound like this, but it's actually like kind of a fair threat in the sense that it needs to sit out for like 3 or 4 turns to really have that huge impact. Nykthos is a rare. Thankfully they did not bump it to Mythic. It's always been a rare and still is. Yeah, so yeah, the other thing is it's kind of competing with Shieldred. It's like very directly competing with it. I think you could play both of them. That's a possibility that you play a couple copies of both or something. But yeah, I'm very curious. I expect my initial instinct is that Obliterator will probably be a little bit of a like somewhat fringe card, or best case I think is, we got to do this so we don't get poloed, unfortunately. Best case is maybe there's a fight deck that makes it really good. That's probably the best bet. Is there's some deck that's like, okay, on turn 5, Obliterator fight you, make you sack all your stuff. That's where Obliterator usually shines the most. Opponent gets in with Thalia, hits us. And Hermit, well, we'll kill the Thalia. We got a lot of meatballs. A lot of meatballs in this hand. Well, meatball number 1. Does their deck run blue for Effector Mage? I would assume so. I don't know why else they'd be in blue. Bant is not the most typical. Yeah, Hermit's other one. So I assume Reflector Mage is in there. So like green for Coco, blue for Reflector Mage and Hermit, and that's the deck essentially. All right, I'm on it. Collected Company. Elite, Spellbinder, and Charming Prince. Well, okay. Kill the Paulo. I mean, we got a lot of removal. We got a lot of meatballs. Hate Coco. I mean, Coco's really strong. Although I think it does some positive things. I think there would be a lot less mid-rangey creature decks if Coco didn't exist. So I think it does some positive things for older formats. Boy, we haven't had any Nykthoses, have we? Bonnet gonna do some scrying. Ooh, did they find another Coco? That's the big question. I mean, I like it. It's certainly very strong, but I don't know if it's overpowered in older formats. It was pretty overpowered in standard, but in older formats, I think it's been relatively okay. Although my mind might change if they just play another Coco here. Then all bets are off. Bonnet scries again with the Charming Princes. 2 to the bottom. What do you think about Kayla's Reconstruction? It's probably unplayable without being an instant. I would have said that too, although Kayla's Reconstruction's been pretty good. Meathook Massacre. Kill the princes, pass the turn, gain a bit of life. I mean, we would rather be doing other things, but I guess just sweeping the board's fine. About it. Eldrazi Displacer. Okay, land. Land. Not a land. We've been getting so mana-screwed with this deck. So, what do we do now? This Displacer is definitely a huge concern. Well, okay. Are we gonna Wishclaw tutor a land again? Why have we not been able to draw lands? Oh, if they can play something that's good for blinking, that's really bad for us. I mean, we gotta draw land eventually, right? It's got to. But taking 5's pretty bad. We can't kill it because this is devoid. Alright, Wishclaw Talisman for 4. Pass the turn. Ooh, we could play Massacre Girl in this deck if we wanted to. I mean, Meathook's probably just better, but opponent gets in, hits us. And passes. Well, now we draw land, but it might be a turn too late. We'll see. Meathook Massacre. Opponent blinks the Geist. Sacks it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So opponent does some shenanigans. That's not good. That's not good. Where's our good cards? Warball! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's amazing that that Devoid is relevant here. The most meaningless mechanic of all time. Actually pretty meaningful. Opponent eats the tutor. Oh. Well, in our opponent's defense, no one expects the 4th Meathook Massacre. I didn't even expect the 4th Meathook Massacre. But it's gonna get him a little bit here. Just a little. Yeah, that was, I agree, opponent. That was actually very nice. About it. Yeah, Displacer is a cool card. It is. How can we close out this game? We don't have any halves of our combos at the moment. Play the land. Play the land. Play the Murderous Rider. Play the Wishclaw Talisman. Pass the turn. No attacks. Oh, Coco would be a huge blowout. I love seeing all the cards make their way to Arena. Little bursts of nostalgia. Yeah, that's definitely been super sweet. The pace could probably pick up a little bit, but opponent gonna blink the token. And okay, more removal. Goes to combat, hits us. Devoid! OP! So OP. And Athalia's Lieutenant. Well, we don't have any more meatballs. Draw a card. Ooh, does that do anything? No. Play a... Playing Noxious Grasp. Play the land. Are we tutoring up a sad Gary? What are we? Oh, yeah. I mean, we have creatures. We have some creatures. Yeah, I mean, I think we are. Not the best, Gary, but it's something. It's something. Now our opponent gets to tutor up a Coco, I assume, which could be really bad. Mono Black Devotion isn't like super creature heavy. Opponent chooses nothing. Oh, huh? Is that even possible? Up to. Okay, I mean, I guess it's possible. Well, we will see. Ooh, Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Yeah, Waste Not could use some more support. Although, probably people just play it with Narset, which is kind of brutal. Opponent. Fateful Absence. Well, the Socadium's Awakening might actually do something. Gets in, hits us. Awakening for 5. Get back the Gary. Drain you to 7. I mean, if we get to untap and tutor up a Gary, that should do it, right? Opponent. I guess it depends on, they can, blink this. Wow, this is actually super close. Opponent devs. Extraction Specialist. I mean, talk about nostalgia. Just winning by playing multiple Gray Merchants is... that's old school standard nostalgia. Yeah, I mean, it's not efficient, but it's also an untap land, so it's more of a, like, fallback plan. Ooh, Pack Rat. Yeah. So many pieces of the standard deck are still not around. Opponent. I mean, if we untap, we will snap tutor with Wishclaw. Okay, gets another Extraction Specialist. To get back what? Thalia's Lieutenant. Well, okay. Wishclaw. Get a Gary. Oh, but our opponent can... Huh. So this actually doesn't work? So we have to give our opponent the Wishclaw. We can play the Gary. Oh, this is actually very tough now. Because if we play Wishclaw and then play Gary, our opponent can just blink Skyclave to get rid of Meathook Massacre. Or Wishclaw, and then we don't win. That's the issue. We can play the Gray Merchant, but we don't have Revolt on Fatal Push. So if our opponent does that same thing, we still don't win. So maybe our best bet's to just Wishclaw and Wishclaw pass. We can crack the clue. We can crack the clue to trigger Revolt to deal with something when our opponent goes to blink. Either what they try to blink or the Displacer, depending on what they target. Wow, opponent doesn't even try to blink. Interesting. Opponent just lets it go? Was not expecting that. Thankfully, Gary is pretty blink proof. Our opponent probably doesn't want to blink it. I mean, if they want to spend their turn blinking Skyclave to get rid of Wishclaw, that's pretty fine. I don't think we're going to be activating it. Oh, Thalia's Lieutenant. Yep. Grows the dorks. Grows the dorks. Opponent. I mean, at this point, all we need is our opponent to tap down. Like, that's it. Attacks, attacks, attacks. So I think we sack the clue. This hopefully works. We sack the clue to draw a card to trigger Revolt. Then we Fatal Push Extraction Specialist. Opponent can blink it, which they're going to be tempted to do. If they do... Okay, they don't have blink mana up. Did we get them? Did we get them? Did we find the line? Extraction Specialist. Triggers. Gets back Charming Prince. What are they going to do with the Charming Prince? I mean, I think this works. How many blinks do they have with their open mana? So, Displacer is 3 to blink. What did they blink? Extraction Specialist. You know, we'll just take it. I don't think there's any way they could like pump their Displacer, but it's safest not to. I think the line was to play the Merchant, wait for blink, sack the clue, get the Revolt, kill the blink target. Yeah, then they just didn't blink though, but I think we're good now. Oh, they got it. Oh, no! Oh my. That is 100% Arena. That is oh my goodness. That was not played. That was not played. We might still be able to save it by getting Nykthos, but that was supposed to be back in hand. Oh, I've never had that happen before. I really don't think I played it, but I don't know. We're still fine with the Nykthos line, but oh wow. Gray Merchant. After the Gifted Etherboard, getcha. Wow, we almost found a way to lose that right at the end. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because I picked it up and then I realized there was a Thalia. I thought I put it back in hand, but I don't know. Arena disagreed. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before, but at least the Nykthos came through. I've got a channel point idea when you have a moment. Get a wall attacks. Let me see it. Esports. Whew, I didn't see that coming either. Hey, see you, Magikarp. Thanks for hanging out. Hope all is well in Magikarp land. Yeah, I scream no too. One of the few times I agree with her. Oh, was it me? Was it my fault? I need an instant we need an instant replay for the stream. Like if you watch an NFL game when then something's debated, they can just play it back from like 10 angles. We need that for Arena. Actually, we probably need spectator mode in a better economy first. But once they get through spectator mode and economy improvements and everything else, instant replay, please. Please, Watsy. Just so we can prove if I punted or not. There's no actual purpose to this. Just that's all it does is prove if I actually did punt. Yeah, I guess the Twitch clip is pretty close, isn't it? It was nowhere. There has to be a bit of a, oh no. Well, losing this is the downside of playing a couple of MDFCs. If you're land light, and your opponent thought seizes you and they win the die roll, wow, okay. Or your opponent takes a 7-drop that you probably were never gonna cast anyway. You know what? We're just gonna cast this real quick. Get it out of our hand. I'm too afraid to leave it sitting in hand. Hey, see ya, Isat. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good work. Question for chat. After this last update, do most of the buttons require you to double click like the play button? Well, I'm glad we got rid of the MDFC. Play the land, Warlock class, sorcery speed. Are we likely to cube tonight? We are. We are very unlikely to cube tonight. We definitely are not cubing tonight. However, I think there's a good chance we'll do some cubing next week for the holidays. Oh, yeah, that was a tight game, RBNP. Our whole game plan was trying to figure out a way to get you to tap down your blink, because we had the Gary in hand. It was a very interesting game. We had the Gary in hand, but if you had the blink up, we couldn't really win with it because you could exile some of our black mana symbols. So yeah, we like thought, and we were like 1 mana off because we couldn't trigger revolt. That was a super close game, and the deck looked sweet. Good game, very good game. Oh wait, did I miss the point? Where's the wall of text point thing? Did I miss it somehow? Where did it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Hey, Seth, I know everyone has ideas on channel points, and the problem is that some folks have massive numbers of them. What if you do some rewards suggested, deck play, deck changes, challenges when available, but the prices scale based on the average channel points of everyone in there? So if the channel member has an average of 100K, then perhaps the challenge costs 200K or something like that. Adjust prices based on the first few months. That'll help high rollers burn through those points first. That's an interesting idea. That is a very interesting idea. I like it. I think the other way that I think that I feel like I said this last year and it didn't come to fruition, but I'm going to say it again this year, and hopefully this year it really does come to fruition. But I feel like there's a good chance we'll have channel points working as intended in the new year, and I think I do appreciate the weighted suggestion. I think the other way we could go about doing it that might be good would be to do something to get points out of the system and more or less start over. So do something, because I think the people that have a lot of channel points and have been here for a long time, like, those people, that's awesome. Like, thank you. I don't want to diminish the value of that, because if you got a ton of channel points, that means you've been hanging out with the stream for a really long time, which is awesome. Like, that is exactly like the best thing that the stream could have. So what I would like to do, if we can figure out the exact details, is do something that's like, okay, here's a way that people can spend their channel points. I don't know if it's go to the Goldfish merch store, some sort of special merch, something like that, but some way to let people spend their points, and then we can start again from your lower baseline with stuff that's ongoing. My fear is being like, okay, like, for so many points we can do commander games together and do this stuff, which is stuff I would like to do, but that stuff is just so hard to implement. That stuff is just so hard to implement with a huge amount of points already in the system, because we would just be streaming those things over and over and over again, essentially. So I think that's potentially the best solution, at least that I can come up with. The average idea is also very, very sweet. Let's get rid of this Ox of Agonis. And then Swift and Liliana.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
And, well, I guess we keep exiling. Exile, gain some life, opponent's down to 7. Opponent. If we can find a way to get our Scourge of the Skyclaves, we can just combo kill here. We have the fully leveled up Warlock class. Opponent. Do you ever do vintage cubes, or is Moto just too unfriendly for viewers, or not your preferred format? Oh, we play Moto quite a bit. So yes, we do vintage cubes. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Good to see you. I think good chance over the holidays we'll do some cube drafts. It's tough to with just new release schedules. Like, we just got the anthology cards, so whenever we get new cards for a format, I'm just super hyped to try them out. So that's also part of it. Now okay, Nykthos first, I guess. Cast a Lockwing, draw a card. Not helpful. Murderous Rider. Pass the turn. Oh, we have not been able to damage our... We're really trusting in this Underworld Dreams. Opponent down to 6. Can Underworld Dreams go all the way? Hey, what's up, Magic Proving Ground? Good to see you, good to see you. I mean, I do say for streams in specific, we play more Arena, and then we play more Moto on the YouTube. One of the issues is Moto can be a lot slower. Moto can be slower, and I think it works really well when you can edit it. Arena, on the other hand, you can't really edit down much because... You can't really edit down much because of the animations and whatnot. So I think Arena works especially well for streaming, and Moto works especially well for YouTube. So we do both in both places, but that's kind of like the normal break. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. All right, opponent. How do you feel about double Underworld Dreams? Do we even play this? Probably not. What a weird setup. This is big. Whatever, we can... It doesn't have menace. All right, pass the turn. Come on, deck. We're one combo piece. If we draw Wish Claw, we win. If we draw Scourge of the Skyclaves, we win. If we draw Peer into the Abyss, we win. There's so many things that are just win the game if we can find them here. Opponent finds a Fatal Push. All right, that's not the best thing for us. Walla Chaos! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent down to 5. Goes to combat. Attacks. Well, we probably block here, because if we don't draw anything, we're going to meat hook anyway. Yeah, Temrat's Big Booty not enough. Did you see the... Did you see the basic land? I gotta show you this. This popped up today, and is it really what people think it is? Hive of the Eye Tyrant. All right, so play Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Nykthos. Make some manas. Meat Hook Massacre. X4. Sweep the board. Castle Lockwing. We have so many draws that close this out. Thoughtseize, that's not one of them. All right, pass the turn. Okay, so is this what people think it is, chat? Walla Chaos! Welcome to the Fishbowl. You already knew where I was going. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Apparently, people think that's Elish Norn's dump truck, I guess is the the phrasing of it. Is that can't be it, right? Is that really what that is? No. It's got to just be like, I think people are misinterpreting this. I think I see what people are saying, but I think this is just like a swirly Mirrodin landscape. Like, have you ever seen Butt Plains is kind of a funny name, so I will I will go with that because it's hilarious and it's a good nickname. But I don't think that's actually what it is. I think it's actually supposed to be. That's just, if you look at Mirrodin lands, like, let's see if we can find Mirrodin basic land images. A lot of them kind of have like swirly. Oh, actually, maybe I'm wrong. That's much more pointy than swirly. The blue ones, that's kind of swirly. You get the circular shapes going. Maybe it was, let's see, Scars of Mirrodin. Maybe it was Scars of Mirrodin I'm thinking of. I swear there were swirly plains. Or swirly lands. Oh, well. All right. Maybe. Maybe I'm just completely off. Okay, I guess it's her butt. Okay, my theory has been blown up. I do not see swirly Mirrodin lands anymore. So okay, I guess it is. Yeah. You win. Wizards. I am like so hyped for Elish Norn. I'm still hyped. It's been like 3 days since I previewed it, and I'm just so excited to play with that card. Let's bring in an Invoke Despair. Let's bring in a Go Blanker 2. Go down, what? A Thoughtseize. Let's go down all the Thoughtseizes. Let's see if it, I think in general wasn't it like 3 days ago when they spoiled, I guess 2 days maybe. Tuesday was the spoiler stream. So it's been like 2 days since they spoiled it. And I'm still just like ridiculously excited to play with that card. What else is better than the first one? Meatball to the bottom. Do you think Elish Norn will hit standard as hard as Sheoldred did? No, but I think Elish Norn will actually see standard play. I think Elish Norn will hit standard much harder than Yarok did or Panharmonicon did. Let's go that way. Like a 4/7, those are stats. Those are like, that's a legit body. Yes, it still dies to hard removal. If your opponent just has like a straight up hard removal spell, it gets you. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. But I think its upsides and its huge stats are going to be enough to make it legitimately playable. I don't think it's just going to be like an against the odds meme card or whatever. I think it's going to actually be a real legitimate straight up playable card. Well, Warlock class, tick it up. Take a Underworld Dreams. That's some devotion about it untaps. So my theory in these mid-range matchups is you don't want to be being the discard deck. Maybe our opponent's technique will prove us wrong and we will regret not being the discard deck. But I don't know if you want to be the person that's slinging Duresses and Thoughtseizes. That's traditionally in like a Junmir in Modern. You don't want to be the person with the Thoughtseizes in after sideboarding. Anything in the new cards that will help undermine Sheoldred's popularity. I think the best bet to undermine Sheoldred's popularity is getting powerful cards in other colors. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. So Phyrexian Obliterator, that's a little bit nerve-wracking because we don't want to see more busted black cards. That's the opposite of what we want to see. But I think we want to see powerful cards in non-black colors, and I think something like Elish Norn is at least a start there. I don't know if it's the finish, the solution, but I think it's at least a push in that direction. So I think that's good news. And we still have a ton of the set to go. Do you remember when no one believed in Golos and you should have guessed Oz and crushed everyone? Yeah, Golos was busted. Golos was definitely a sleeper. I mean, I also didn't, quote unquote, like believe in Golos. It's not like I thought it was going to break everything, but it did. And it definitely performed way better than I thought in against odds. Does Mom's ETB negation for opponents non-bow against Lotus Field combo? Yes. That is, you know what? I think we just Gary. I think that's fine. Run out Gary, do some blocking. Drain ya smidge. Down to 14. Boy, Gary is quite the magic card. Opponent was like pretty far ahead there, and well, we carried him. About it. Down to 13. Ooh, untap land. They have something that's 5 mana? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a good card. Opponent invokes Despair. Well, that's not good for us. Den of the Bugbear Invoke Despair combo. The newest thing for Oh, well, I guess that's fair, isn't it? All right, your turn, opponent. And ours is prettier. So yeah, there are some non-bows for Mom, for the new Elish Norn. For example, like Kroxa, something like Kroxa or Uro. Yes, it stops the damage or the card draw, but it also stops their escape trigger that would cause them to die, or the not escape trigger. So that is worth keeping in mind, but I don't think that's going to be a... I think the upside greatly outweighs the weird situations where it could be a downside. More graveyard trespassing, eh? Sure. Well, 1, 2, 3. Underworld Dreams. 1, 2. Make some mana. Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider. So our plan is to just tutor up a Garian win? I think that works. About it. Underworld Dreams has actually been eating our opponent away. Ooh, Praetor Tribal could be a fun one. Hey, Magikarp. Good to see ya. Welcome back. So I don't think there's anything else directly planned for Explorer before Phyrexia. I think this anthology is the last thing that is released for Explorer. Yeah, I guess we could also just try to stay alive and win by not dying with these Underworld Dreams. Well, block and block. We'll try to kill one of them. All right, down to 8. I guess another Invoke Despair would be bad, because I think it would take us off the mana we need to win. All right, Fable's fine. Come on. Come on. Let us untap. All right, let's play Wishclaw Talisman. Play Warlock class because it's free. Oh, we can actually win hilariously, can't we? Oh, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. All right, check this out. Opponent, would you like to draw a few cards, friend? Got him. Yes. No jumpstart. No jumpstart this time. Unsure why. Last time we got jumpstart at Arena. This time no jumpstart. So I'm not sure why they got rid of it. I figured they would. To me, like, it makes so much sense with the whole alchemy and historic support, like realizing that historic is actually a pretty popular format on Arena. I feel like that makes it so appealing for them to put cards on there, but apparently not. Yeah, Wishclaw is pretty good in this in this deck. Is Gonti legal in the format? It is. Gonti could be worth considering. Gonti is fun. And when it comes to these devotion decks, like, I'm not under any illusion that we're gonna make a better devotion deck than green devotion, because that deck's just so strong, but we can do really fun things. So I'm kind of all about doing the fun things with these decks. I mean, I guess that's true for most decks, but especially these devotion decks, because I don't think anything's gonna top mono green as far as the best devotion deck. Historic is the best MTG format. Changed my mind. Honestly, I've started playing a little bit of Historic again recently, and it's still taking a bit to get used to the digital only cards that I've never seen before, because the one product I really don't keep up on is the digital only cards. So it's still taking a bit. Sometimes opponents will just play something and I'll be like, I didn't know this existed. Like, I did not even know this was a thing. But it is pretty fun. More Swift opponents. Getting swifty. No one gets sadder about winning with jank before assembling 7-piece combo than you. Hopefully it's part of my charm. Let's keep killing the Swifties. This aggression will not stand, man. Don't at me with your digital variants nonsense magic cards. Tired to hear of Hearthstone and got away from it for a reason. I wish they didn't add them to historic. I think there were two big mistakes, and we've talked about this before, but I think there were two big mistakes with Alchemy. I think mistake one of Alchemy was they made the game more expensive in a time when players were already very concerned about the cost of the game. So that was number one. Number two is it should have just been its own thing. Like, historic was a very popular, thriving format, and as we've seen recently, it's not that it's not popular anymore, but I know it did turn off some people to the format. So I think adding it to yeah, I guess Etherborn's pretty good against mono red. Actually, it's probably kind of safe to tutor against mono red too. What are they gonna do? To tutor up a lightning bolt? Yeah, get another lightning bolt over there. But yeah, I think those were the two big mistakes that I can see. All right. Ouch. Hopefully we don't regret that. Gifted Etherborn. Run it out. Nykthos, make a little mana. Level up. Well, and we will take a Gray Merchant of Asphodel. That seems reasonable. And Murderous Rider, go. I don't think there's any chance of a non-alchemy historic format. I think Wizards is very pot committed at this point. I don't think that can go back, especially now that they added. Are you gonna? What is going on? Why would you play with? Do you have another burn spell? Is it a punt? Especially now that Explorer is a thing, I think Wizards will just be like, well, if you don't want those cards, just play Explorer. Like, Historic is the non-rotating format for people who are okay with those cards. Explorer is a format for people who aren't okay with those cards. The only sad thing is, like, there are unique things about Historic. So if you're someone who doesn't want to deal with the digital-only cards, you just kind of miss out on those things. There's, like, interesting... Oh, wow. Oh, that is so brutal for a mono red deck. I feel your pain, opponent. Ouch. Double play with fire to get rid of a single gifted Etherborn. Yeah, so that's the sad part, is like there are unique characteristics. The card pool is unique, and I like some of the twists, like jumpstart cards being lethal. Even though I hated losing to Muxus, like they added an interesting aspect. I've been messing around with a deck involving Burvac lately, which is a card that I can't build an against the odds deck around any place except Historic. Like, Burvac's a cool card. It's a real card. It's not a digital only card. Oh my god. Oh, opponent. Oh, poor opponent. Oh, poor opponent. Wow, is that painful. I don't know if I've ever seen anything more painful than that. Wow. 4 bird spells to kill two 3 life linkers. I mean, I guess that's some mono red life. Alright, Casalogwayne. We could run out Gary here. I kind of want to wait and see if we can... If we can get a combo kill. We should be able to get a combo kill here. We level up Warlock. I mean, our opponent, they're not Eidolon, sure. Another Nykthos. I'll tap this. Nykthos number 2. Level up. I think we just get the Scourge of the Skyclave combo. We need one more mana, essentially. We have not done much of anything, but we don't need to do much of anything. What is even more painful, Magikarp? Hey Seth, what if Arena had an arcade mode where users could create their own formats, custom ban lists, etc.? One thing I've wanted forever. All right, this is actually a sweet kill. Boom, Wishclaw Talisman. Get our one Scourge of the Skyclave and kick it. Wait, oh! Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, we can't kick it. How did I miscount? Okay, well, in that case, I guess we gotta play Gray Merchant. All right, opponent down to 8. Oh, not quite as sweet. Yeah, cubes is being able to build your own cube and play it with your friends is something I've wanted for so long. I mean, Wizards could even make money up. What did I do wrong? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I just didn't count the mana for the Wishclaw with this land being tapped. Yeah, the devotion wouldn't have mattered though, right? Because we still only had 3, so Nykthos is still just breaking even. We got to tap 3 to make 3. Yeah. Or even with other people, like you don't even need friends. Here's what I'm envisioning. Like you can make your own cube and fill up a queue of people. Wizards probably going to charge something. I would even be fine with Wizards charging something. They get to sell you the cards and then they get to charge some small rate to let you do the event. And then you get to play with your cube whenever you want to. Like, wouldn't that be so sweet? It seems like such a win-win. I guess the only problem is you actually have to do all the programming and whatnot. But all right, now we get the kill. Now we get the super sweet kill. Scourge of the Skyclave, kick it. Opponent loses half of their life. End of turn, since we have a Warlock class fully leveled up, you lose the other half of your life. Wombo combo. One thing I want with Magic integration within Steam, so I can compensate Arena's abysmal social features. Isn't that coming? Wasn't that, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, someone, but I believe that Wizards talked about during their, yeah, it would have been sweeter if our opponent had higher life. I know it was not the most spectacular Scourge kill, but I want to show how it worked. I believe that Wizards mentioned during their I guess that's fine. I believe that Wizards mentioned during their fireside chat that Steam integration is coming soon, and they also mentioned not soon necessarily, but consoles was something they were working on. Wormbane, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Take the Benzo bucks any day. Thank you so much. Big scoops here for you. Thank you. So yeah, I believe that that Steam integration is coming very soon. Imagine having no social element in a modern game. How do you think it would go on Arena? I think on one hand, it's so funny because like you always hear these nightmare stories about Magic Online where you'll see posts on social media of like really salty or mean things that someone said in the chat. And I know those things happen. They 100% happen. The funny thing though is like my experience has been like 90% of the interactions I have with people, and this might be because people recognize my name or whatever and that they're on their best behavior, but a huge percentage of the interactions that I have had with people on Magic Online have been just overwhelmingly positive, like so incredibly positive. So I wonder how it would go on Arena. The fact that sometimes people drive me up the wall just with emotes is pretty impressive. So that might be a bad sign for Arena players. What do I say when someone subs? I've been meaning to change this for a long time because no one understands it anymore. Oh boy, we might be able to get another combo kill here. Let's Nykthos. X5 3. Nykthos X3, get rid of the Frozen. So what I say with subs is, so the idea was, this is back when the stream first started, and there were not nearly as many of y'all around, but the idea was, okay, we're starting a stream, when someone subscribes, it'll be this big exciting thing, we'll all do the Scoops cheer emote. So that was the idea, like, you get a new subscriber and everyone's like, yeah, Scoops cheer, welcome. But it's welcome to the fishbowl, which is kind of the name for the chat, I guess. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscribers. So the idea was everyone would do that emo. that never actually really worked. Like, for example, MTG Fox Boulder, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. And then everyone's supposed to do the Scoops cheers, and it's like this big epic moment. I'll probably just drop it though. But that was the idea. Scoops cheer the emote. The emote with the fish doing the fist pump is like the Scoops cheering emote. Scoops cheer is what you type in the chat actually. So yeah, big Scoops cheers. I remember at one point someone thought it was Big Scoops here, and that I had like nicknamed myself Big Scoops. No, that's definitely not the one. Peering to the best Underworld Dreams is sweet though. Opponent, mono red. How do you feel about drawing a few magic cards? How do you feel about killing our enchantment? You're the one color red. You can't do it. I guess blue could bounce it, but red is the one color where this is 100% safe, right? There's just literally no card in their colors that can stop this. Like, is there a red card that stops Underworld Dreams? I mean, the way they stop us is by just like attacking your face, but you're doing it right. Good job, chat. That was some good. That was some good Scoops cheering. I'm proud. Opponent draws a ton of cards, gets a few Underworld Dreams triggers. Yeah, I guess counterspells could stop the spell in the stack, but there's no way they can get the enchantment off the battlefield. Oh, Bolt Bend. Yeah, Bolt Bend would be brutal, redirecting it. Oh, Glory. Yeah, Glorious End. They'd probably die in their end step, but yeah, no Oath of Nissa. That is true. Although, isn't Oath of Nissa banned in Pioneer? Oh no, it's unbanned now. Pew pew pew. Pew pew. Oh. All right, one more game and then we probably gotta wrap it up. We have so everyone at Goldfish is doing holiday stuff over the next couple weeks. People are like, hey, thank you, McFoot Soldier. Everyone's going home, or some people are going home or going to this place or that place to do holiday traveling stuff. So we were trying to like get stuff done ahead of time, and we decided we had an episode of Commander Clash that we still wanted to record, and Crim's leaving like next week and all this stuff. So we were trying to figure out when to do it, and we landed on our scheduling so funny. So Tomer and Phil are in Europe. So they're like, whatever. We landed on 6 a.m. my time tomorrow. So Crim streams until like 3 a.m. his time on the West Coast. So he was like, well, I guess like I can just stream, and instead of going to sleep, I'll just go right into recording Commander Clash. And I was like, well, 6 a.m. my time. All right, I guess I can get up that early as a one-time thing. We'll make it work. And Tomer and Phil are like, yeah, like, sure, it's noon my time. That's perfect for me. So yeah, Crim is going to be doing the all-nighter coming off the stream. I'm going to be doing the, like, wake up super early, get a cup of coffee, record Commander Clash. And the Euro guys are they're living the dream over there. So it should be interesting. With MTG coming to Steam, do you think they would ever let us see the Steam market for buying it? Use the Steam market for buying and trading cards? Oh, is this Greasefang? Well, nothing in the graveyard. Ooh, Temred's kind of really nice against our opponent's deck. do I think they would ever let us use the Steam market for buying and selling cards? Honestly, no. I wish they would. I think it would be good if they would, but I don't think that they will, unfortunately. I think Wizards is pretty set on the current setup for better, or mostly, I guess, for worse. So how does this go wrong? We play Temerat. They Fatal Push Grizzly Salvage, hit a Parhelion, play a... Alright, I think it's fine. If they have like the literal 5-card combo, then they got us. They would need many things to go right to reanimate a Parhelion from here. Alright, opponent, Plains, Combat, passes. Well, I might have to waste a Nykthos here, sadly. Oh, it doesn't even work, does it? That's doubly awkward. 1, 2. Wow, do we have to just pass? What a weird scenario. Yeah, I think we actually have to just pass. We might do the Castle Lockwing, take 6 to draw a single card thing here if we don't need to do anything else. How about it? Take Numa, gonna mill some cards. Wow, whole lot of nothing. About it, Debs. What about Earth Terminated Prophet to beat Underworld Dreams? That would beat Underworld Dreams. We're not stopping that. Well, there's a Parhelion. Opponent plays a land. All right, this is fine. So Greasefang resolves, but we will put a swift end to that Greasefang plan. Out of your Greasefang, opponent passes. Well, Agadim, ouch. Run out the Gifted Etherboard. Pass the turn. Yeah, I wish there were easier ways. Has anyone... Has anyone taken advantage of the new, like, smaller wildcard bundles? So this is fine, right? Opponent tries to reanimate Parhelion. We make some mana. Temerat eats Parhelion and Greasefang. Temerat. Well, it doesn't even matter. Eat a couple random cards. Remind me to tell you my pain. I'll remind you, Magikarp. Orphean's Farm is such a simple card. It's so funny to see so much play in Pioneer Explorers it did in draft. It reminds me of a little bit of Thraben Inspector, where it's just this little white 1-drop that doesn't look especially impactful, but it actually ends up having a really meaningful impact on a lot of formats. Yeah, we'll get it with the Etherborn. About it, trades in the Stitcher supplier. Yeah, we'll do a little legend ruling of ourselves. This Temerat's been really good. The just random graveyard hate's been so helpful here. About it. I built the deck to not lose to Greasefang. That was part of the plan. We also have 4 ley lines in the sideboard, so I think this should be a pretty good matchup. Unfortunately, we haven't played against Greasefang that much, but eat it, eat it. We would like to get some aggro going one of these days. Eat it, eat it. Oh, God. Well, okay. Guess it's going to be a bit of a massacre here. Meathook X2. Temerat does have quite the backside. Liquid Metal Coating is not legal in Explore, but I gotta do some scrying. Yeah, I mean, Greasefang is it's an annoying deck to lose to. I think it gets a little better from the Anthology because of Satyr Wayfinder. Not a, like, huge upgrade, but I think it's an upgrade. Yeah, it does scale really well with the Meat Hook. Doesn't have much power, though, but... Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's an actual card that could kill our opponent. Underworld Reaves. Whew, 11. The other thing I like about Temrat is it's a nice, easy way to track our devotion. Rather than counting mana symbols, we can just kind of look at the toughness. The wildcard bundles mean every mythic is 450, every rare is 250. That sounds about right. The hard part is that a good price? Is the question. And the problem is, like, in paper, I think we get spoiled. I think we forget just, like, let's look at a set really quick. I think this will actually be kind of interesting. Let's look at, like, Brothers War is still kind of new. Let's go Dominaria United. If we look at Dominaria United, so you figure mythics are 450, rares are 250. So if you look at Dominaria United, you get a huge discount on, like, Shieldred, Liliana, Timeless Lotus, Sarah Paragon, Silverback Elder. Then you get a group of cards that are right around that same range, in the, like, $4 to $6 range. But then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Half of the mythics in the set are really close to free. They're essentially free. They cost nothing. They're like $1. And you're paying like twice as much for those on Arena. So that's... Well, okay. Take the Can't Stay Away. Go to combat. Hit ya. And then I think... We'll have to look at rares. I think it'll be even... Wow, so much mana going to waste. I think it'll be even worse when we look at rares. Yeah, I don't think we want to put a Parhelion in the graveyard for our opponent. If we look at rares from a set like Dominaria United, so rares are what, 250. Leyline Binding $11, Plaza of Heroes 7, Defiler of Vigor 4, Leaf Crown Braids, some of the lands 3. I guess these two cards, Voldaren Hexcatcher, Haughty-Djinn, 270. But then look at this list. Like, look at this list. Many rares are 25 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! Only 9 are actually worth more than that. So, on a card for card level, if you're buying cards, you're actually just playing... You're actually just paying more, which is very awkward. No, play the Castle Logwood. And yeah, let's do things. Hive of the Eye Tyrant, hit you for as much as we can. Draw with Castle Logwood. Ouch. You know what? Draw with Castle Logwood. Also ouch. Down to 14. Eat the Can't Stay Away. I don't think our opponent can win, though. There's not a combination of things they can draw. They drop to 1. And I mean, the other side of that, of course, do Kamigawa, it's a higher value set. We can look at Kamigawa. I just didn't want to pick the most recent set, but Kamigawa, let's see what Kamigawa looks like. Kamigawa. So 450 for mythics, and this is just the normal versions. We're not looking at like special printings. So Kamigawa, Wandering Emperor, definitely over. Jin, Kadama, Junji. So 4, I mean, really 2 that are way over and 2 that are a little over. Then there's 2 that are right around the cost, Kaido and Asuki. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that are, I guess, $3 and under, and a big chunk that are $2 and under, and some that are like 40 cents. So Kamigawa for mythics, not much better. Rares, some really high-end, Viseju, Fable, Atuara, Farewell, Ejano, Technuma, but even like March of Otherworldly Light is roughly the same price as you'd pay in Arena. 250, it's 268, 260, 250, and then again, I guess, we'll throw Reality Chip in the expensive one, because it's over $2. A huge list of like 25 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. So I think it's actually a pretty good example of just like, how do you know if they are costed properly? Wait, the cards? That price is just based on TCG mid. So I would say, actually, if anything, TCG mid tends to like overstate the price slightly. In general, TCG mid, if you shop around or you'll get a played copy or whatever, you can usually actually find cards for often slightly less, not a huge amount less, but you can usually find cards for slightly less, and you'll get them on TCG mid. So, oh yeah, I should have brought in Gilblank too, shouldn't I? On the other hand, we got to remember too, Arena also has a pay zero mode, which I think is why cards are priced so high. Like, ugh, my hand's not good. I think that's why cards are priced so high is we have to, and by we I mean me. People who need all the cards right away, which most people don't, but the people who are just they have to pay to get all the cards right away, Wizards has to charge us a lot, because then there's also an awesome free-to-play mode where people have to pay literally zero. So I guess it makes sense in the grand scheme of things, although I will admit that it can still occasionally be frustrating. Maybe I'll go with the Johnny cosplay. I do kind of have the main about it. All right, answers are Leyline for now. Seda Wayfinder. Mills, nothing of note. Gets a land. Opponent. Well, okay, losing at Leyline's bad. That definitely hurts. So I shouldn't be able to combo this turn, right? They'd have to have Stitcher, Supplier, Mill into Greasefang. Yeah, let's play Warlock class. I think we want to get digging. We want to see if we can actually find another permanent answer. Do you ever get itchy? Not really. I'm kind of... I guess I'm just used to having a lot of hair. I usually wear it up. It's pretty rare that I wear it down, but I'm just used to having a lot of hair and beard. So I think the itchiest time, if you ever grow out your hair or beard, the itchiest time is the in-between. Like if I shaved my beard off and then grew it back out, the growing out process, especially when it's short, that's when it actually gets kind of itchy. But outside of that, it's not especially itchy. Leyline part 2. Oh no, are we at risk? Are they gonna instant speed? Okay. Well, they didn't hit a big vehicle, so that's fine. Leyline back. Now we really want to Nykthos. A Nykthos would be super good. How about it? Gets it, hits us. Mm-hmm. Ooh, well, Gray Merchant's also kind of sweet. How can we lose? How do we lose? That's the question. Ooh, I'm wondering if we got to leave up the Murderous Rider, if that's too conservative. You know what? I think we're going to. That might be too conservative. We need a lot to go wrong. You know what? We're gonna wait. If we wait one more turn and get one more land, then we can leave it up and play Underworld Dreams. But I think the biggest thing with that whole price thing we were talking about is I think it explains why you don't see more brewing. Like, it's just so building those janky cards when Wizards has set the price at $250 for a rare and $450 for a mythic or whatever, it makes it tough to actually. Okay, hits us, drains us. It makes it tough to actually spend your wild cards on those janky brew cards, when in paper they're just so cheap. They're like 30 cents or something. And the same on Magic Online. So I think that's why you see so many of the tier decks on Arena. I think that's the issue that I would like to solve. Like, if you're someone who's making content and you're doing that as a normal thing, as much as it's a bummer to have to spend a ton of money on cards, like, it's worth it. You're still gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. But I do wish there was a way that brewing and jank decks and rogue decks could be more accessible. Yeah, I mean, if you're into like jank brews and whatnot, it's much easier to do on Magic Online, honestly. Well, okay, we got a clock. Underworld Dreams opponent. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? Opponent on taps draws. It is funny, as good as Greasefang can be at picking up free wins on turn 3, boy, when it goes wrong, it's kind of like watching Modern Dredge when there's a lane out. It's just, it's kind of painful to watch just how little the deck does. Playing 1/1s that it really doesn't want to be playing, trying to attack with them. It's just not a very good backup plan deck. Can we win this turn? That's a real question. The opponent goes to combat, gets and hits us. If we tutor up Nykthos, I guess we don't exactly win. Well, play the land. Gray Merchant for a smidge. Just a little off the top, opponent. Like 8. And pass the turn. Opponent. Seth, what color or color combination do you just cringe when you see your opponent play? Oh, they just hardcast the Sky Sovereign. Interesting. Well, we'll take it. Honestly, blue the most. When I'm playing the decks that I enjoy playing as brews. Oh, this is just lethal, isn't it? Oh no, we give away the... Always giving away the Wishclaw. I always forget that we got to give it away. So we have a... I guess it still works? Alright, so we Wishclaw. You get Wishclaw. We get another... Actually, we can just peer into the Abyss. They don't have a 1-mana way to stop this, right? Yeah, let's... It's fun. Let's do it. Untap land. Opponent. How about drawing a few cards? Boy, the pure combo has actually been very consistent. And very satisfying. Opponent gets rid. Blue when I'm playing Jank. If I'm playing competitive decks, I really don't care. Like, I'll play against anything. All is fair when you're playing competitively. But when I'm trying to like do janky fun things, the blue control decks they're just so good at stopping the janky fun things. That's like their counters and all their removal. Yeah, Gary was also lethal. Although I think the pure kill is just probably funnier. Favorite Ween song? Ooh. Lately I've been listening to The Pot a lot. I had always liked more recent Ween, newer Ween, I would say. But recently I've been getting into the older Ween a bit more, which it's been interesting. So I don't know. Pork roll, egg, and cheese. I think pork roll, egg, and cheese has been my jam lately. But yeah, that era has really grown on me. Anyway, everyone, I think since I got to get up in did we ever talk about Christmas music? You know what? We talked about it a little bit. but I think we'll hold it over and talk about it next stream again, because we're gonna have a holiday theme stream. So maybe we'll talk about it more then. But I think we're gonna do a raid. I'm gonna run off because I gotta get up and be recording Commander Clash in what, 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. But anyway, everyone, that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. That's our first taste of New Explorer. Reminders on the way out the door. YouTube, check it out. There's a sweet modern deck coming up tomorrow and a ton of other stuff. Links for music, sure. Yeah, that's perfectly. Safe links are perfectly acceptable. Replay YouTube if you missed anything. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, maybe some Mono Black Devotion, maybe an expensive Nykthos, you can get them over there. Even get a free goldfish sticker. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, thanks to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome and spectacular. And I love you all so very much. I hope you have an amazing night. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday to have some more fun leading up to our holiday stream next week. So until then, everyone, be awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out, and yeah, I will talk to you soon.